Hello and welcome to the All Around Podcast. We are Players of the Round Table. Today's date is March 28th, 2017. This is episode 7, The Podcast Awakens. I am Jeremy, as always, and with me is the delightful Nick.
Hey!
And we have a lot to talk about today.
There's some pretty good stuff.
A lot has happened. We took a week off from the podcast to focus on live streams and get some of the older podcasts,
Set up, organized,
more marketed.
And also, more importantly, too, kind of going to the first subject that we were probably going to bring up. We want to get some substantial time with Mass Effect.
Yes.
When we did 6.5, we were talking to Ian. We got a lot of good insight, and even stuff that I didn't even think about. I mean, like, even being a big Mass Effect fan, there was stuff like I wasn't even, like, thinking of the mental realm of, like, stuff I should get prepped for. So it was cool. Like, we went over a lot of stuff. But, yeah. What are your thoughts? Because now, so we've had a week and a half.
Week and a half.
Yeah, a week and a half now. Because it's 28th, yeah, because it came out 23rd.
Yeah. No, 21st.
No, 21st, thank you.
It's been a week.
It's been a week.
It's been a week.
It's nailed it.
Yep.
Yeah, so what are your thoughts? Let me know.
It's good. I like it. I don't think that this is going to be a game that...
It's remembered?
Not remembered. It's not a game that I'm going to be emotionally attached to.
Oh, well, see, I mean the same thing.
Okay.
That's, like, It doesn't have standing power.
Right.
Like, like, if you think of the Mass Effect series, this one isn't going to stand out to me at all.
No.
I'm still, like...
But, I mean, even in the video game world, like, I mean, games like Uncharted and Gears of War and games that have, like, really strong character development that are very story-driven are the kind of games that I like. And this game is definitely story-driven.
100%.
But there's way too many characters, way too many distractions, way too many side quests even before you complete
Start stuff out
the first mission.
Well, Well, let me at least, for me, go into a breakdown of stuff that I had a problem with.
Okay.
I will talk about stuff I do like, but I feel like there's a substantial amount of negative things where I was like,
agreed.
What the fuck? But let me kind of start off with this, and then I'll round it out. So I would overall give the game... I want to give it a 7, but I'm really going to give it like 6.5. I don't want to give it a 6, because I think that's being too cruel.
Yeah.
But I don't want a solid stamp 7.
I mean, I would say 6.5 as well.
Yeah,
so
6.5.
We're right there.
So we got to get the first major thing out of the way. And the biggest mistake they made, and this game honestly would easily be like an 8 if they did this right, and that is facial animations. Yeah. What the fuck?
Well, I told you that I read about how they did it, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, bring that up to...
Right.
So, bring that up to listeners.
According to a couple articles that I read, the way that they designed the facial animations was that they took one character model, did all the facial animations on it, and then basically applied that to every single character. So, let's just say they took an Asari and made the Asari have one facial animation
model
for that one model.
Yes.
Right. And then all the characters were based off of it. Same thing with the humans, same thing with the other races.
And all that stuff. Yeah.
So, essentially, when you create your character, you are based off of either the male or female model for facial animations. And depending on where you make the depth of your lips versus the height of your cheekbones versus the depth of your chin, your face has to react to the way that the facial animation model is. And a lot of the times, they don't add up because the facial animation model is the default rider. So if you go through and pick like the first default model, which is an Asian influence character, the character has a lot of different facial features than the default rider.
But here's the thing.
Changes.
And like I said, I mean, you're 100% on point with that, but here's the worst part. The default riders are still awful.
Oh, right.
Sarah, and especially Sarah Ryder in particular, I picked the male, but the default for Sarah is awful. Like, I don't even think they knew how to design a face animation with that one. She's constantly doing, like, of course we're doing audio, so there's no way to, like, properly describe this.
Right.
But half of the time her eyes don't match what her mouth is doing.
Right.
So her eyes are either constantly bugged out, like she's, like, looking at a vast new world and, like, or, like, she's just doing this weird, like, look off thing, and then her eyebrows are raised and she's just, like, looking around. It's fucking weird, and it doesn't match up at all. And and of course the game also, like, facial animation wise, kind of grouping it there, it has a couple other glitches. throughout playing every play session I have played, I have hit at least 1 to 2 times a character that I'm shooting against is either frozen, a character model's like totally bugged out. It's happened at least one instance every time I've played, which is not good.
Yeah.
And for a game that's bragged, quote unquote, about being 5 years in development, this does not look like a 5-year development game. You know what I mean?
Maybe graphics wise and maybe story wise, but not mechanic wise.
But yet again, some of graphics.
Yes.
Because some of the graphics are
the people don't
awful.
look that great.
No.
The environments look fantastic.
Yes. The environments are really good. But the people, and here's it's the humans.
Yes.
The Krogan look fine.
Yep,
the Turians
Asaris look fine.
Yeah, the Asaris look okay. They kind of still have that half-human thing, so it still looks weird. One thing that really does kind of bother me about the Asari, their faces are, of course, like the front of it's kind of more human-like, especially in like the face act, like the actual face. But it's supposed to be a little bit flatter and kind of sharper, and it's not. They literally just gave them like Oompa Loompa faces.
Yeah.
Like they're all just round. Like their noses are
round.
Their noses are round. The cheeks are round. Like everything's round, and that's not. And I mean, like, okay, this is what 600 years or whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Post whatever. But yeah, I didn't like that, and especially like after characters like looking at like Liara and stuff, and especially like looking at those characters so close up. I don't like looking at the Asari in this one because like the detail which I loved about the older ones was like the blue skin, then even like the kind of scales that were on the antennas and stuff and going into the face and how it blends into just a normal looking face. You don't see that anymore.
No.
The only race that I think they really like on point did well was Turians. And because they already have such a complex face anyway, they had to make that effort. Yeah. They already had to go super complex with it. So honestly, I think the Turians are the only one they did right. And Krogans are okay, but another issue I have with the Krogans is half of their fucking voices don't match. Yeah. That's another. I was like, what the fuck? I'm like, do they dub this in Japanese? Like, what? Is this sub not dubbed? Like, what's going on? So that was the major thing.
Well, the biggest problem that I had so far with the game was the very first mission. It's you and Liam. Yep. And Liam just didn't follow me. So.
The AI is awful.
Well, but he like got lost. Like there's a part where you have to jump. It's the first jump.
Yeah.
He didn't jump. He stayed down there. And he kept running into the wall like he didn't know how to jump. Yeah. So I had to do the entire rest of the mission until a cutscene for him to show up. Yeah. And it was really annoying. It was really.
Yeah. Well, the AI is also useful in this, or useless in this one. They don't do anything. Like, I mean, like, I'm even right now I have Vetra and PB, and they're supposed to be the two kind of. Well, Vetra's kind of more of a gunner, but PB does a bunch of the stasis stuff, and she's not doing any of it. And I was just like, I don't know what's going on. But no, the other, like, really major problem I have is that they've been doing, like, you know, the kind of whole cool feature about this one is they added in a bunch of weapon customization and a bunch of features like that. Too much, and they need to put folders in folders. Yes. Because all they do in the crafting system is have every weapon you could ever make ever on one fucking thing, and you can't even filter it as weapons you can or cannot make right now. Right. Which first they need to do, and second of all, they need to stop having like just a generic like. Because here's what pisses me off. It's like, yeah, you can craft 1,000,000 weapons. It's so cool. Here's what it really is. You can craft 30 weapons, and all of them have 5 tiers. Yep. That's it. That's your crafting system.
The other thing that really annoyed me, going off of the crafting thing, was that they didn't explain anything about this game.
Well,
there's a tutorial that you can go in and read in options, but I remember picking up a mod for a weapon that I didn't even have, and it wouldn't let me access my inventory for the longest time.
Yep. Yeah, it was when you started the game. Yeah, the whole first chapter.
Yeah, the whole first chapter you can't.
Or the prologue.
Yeah,
whatever.
Can't look at your inventory. It's not there. So I pick up this weapon that I then look at the tutorial for crafting, because it's there, it's under options you can look at. So I look at the whole thing, read the whole thing over, tells me how to do it, and I
still don't know what the fuck's going on.
Yep. Well, one, I can't do it. Two, I can't even go in my inventory. So I didn't understand the idea of swapping weapons, because you can do that, without accessing your inventory. So I was a little bit confused as to...
Well, so first of all, they super mess that kind of up. Because once you beat the first like mission and go out through it, then you do have your weapon wheel.
Right.
And you do have the option... really, if only 2 out the gate. And
Yeah.
then you have to do a bunch of other weird training stuff to unlock more. So really, you can only sift between 2.
Right.
And that's it. So, I don't know why. And then also, too, another thing that they talked about, which isn't true at all, is your ability specs.
Yeah.
Because they made from what I saw in a trailer, and what we even talked about in the last podcast, was that you could set up a class, and they did this in the trailer. Like I saw this under gameplay. Was they had a dude who ran a sniper.
Yep.
And he had 2 different abilities that he activated. One for stasis to freeze somebody, and the second one for him to get like a higher damage buff.
Yep.
He snipes in on the target, which is frozen, pops a headshot, clicks into an assault type mode, and then pops 2 more abilities. One that makes him run faster, and another one that gives him the flamethrower thing. And not counting the weapon, it's like a mod thing.
Right.
And in the game, you only have 3 abilities. You have left bumper, right bumper, and both of them together. That's it. And you can, of course, you can have like 65 abilities, but you can only equip 3 at a time at all. So I don't know, like, that was another thing. And also another thing, timeline and story-wise, I actually got kind of pissed off at was, so we saw like a couple different interviews, and they talk about that the game took place in between 2 and 3.
Yes.
And it fucking doesn't.
No.
It doesn't at all. Here's what happens. For everybody who hasn't played it, and I'm like, we are talking about the game, but I don't think we're going to go too much into spoilers. We're just talking about intro mechanics and stuff like that. You know, a bunch of people have said it takes place between 2 and 3. Here's why they're wrong.
Including Gable, I don't remember his first name, who is the lead designer of BioWare.
Yeah. Here's the thing. They are wrong, but they're not wrong because they have a loophole. Here's why. So the Andromeda Project, which is the project of sending those people out into fucking deep, deep space past the Milky Way galaxy, did happen in between 2 and 3. The problem is 600 fucking years passed after that moment in between 2 and 3, which also
is 30 seconds in the beginning of this game.
Yes, and also too, there's no cutscene for that.
Nope.
There's no cutscenes of that. That would have been nice.
It's almost like a Star Wars crawl.
Yeah.
Not quite.
Yeah, and literally, it would have been nicer though to have the fucking maybe brother and sister have like a 5-minute intro thing of them growing up as twins.
Yeah.
And doing a thing. You know what I mean? I kind of get why. I mean, the only reason I say that out loud now is I get kind of why they didn't do that because of character customization options. But just keep it like keep it generic.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Also, too, by the way, because you played through like the first beginning of it, and this isn't too much of a spoiler. This isn't a spoiler because they introduced it this way. How long did it take you to realize, based off the poor dialect options, that the fucking dude was your dad? Because I didn't know that out the gate.
Oh, it didn't take me long at all.
See, I didn't realize that until they literally said, it's your father.
Oh, no, I realized that right away.
See, because I was just like, oh, it's an older dude. I thought it was just some old... I thought it was going to be...
Did you talk to every single person in the bridge first? Or the
I talked to most, but apparently not the one who tells me it's my fucking dad.
No, like one of them says, like, they say your dad, but they reference your dad as whatever he is, commander, sergeant, or whatever. As soon as they said commander, I was like, oh, this must be my dad.
Yeah, because I was like, once we hit the locker room... Yes. That's when I remember. Like, that's when I was like, oh, okay. Because then even Cora's like, let's go fucking meet up with your dad. And I'm like, oh, okay, that's my dad.
That's my dad.
I thought that was intro weird.
I do like the dialogue choices.
Yeah, they do put up good ones.
Yeah, I like... So far, I think this, out of most games that I've played that have dialogue options like that, it is the most...
diverse?
Accurate with what you want to say.
I see what you're saying.
Like, a lot of times there will be things that are like, let's just really shitty example. Somebody says, oh, what'd you do today? And the thing is, had a really bad day. And then the dialogue winds up being, my brother died in a car accident. Where this is like, okay, what do you want to do? Oh, I want to go to the locker room. Character says, I want to go to the locker room. It's the most accurate that I've seen, so like I can fully make very cognitive choices in dialogue when I want to.
And I mean, also too, Ryder's a lot different from Shepard. Just even like like we were saying before, but like, yeah, he's not a war hero. He or she is not a war hero.
Ryder reminds me very much of Nathan Drake.
Yeah, it's very like
And
brash and a little bit like cocky almost, and
because of the.
But it sounds awful. I really almost kind of don't like that in this instance though, because like they're not doing as cool stuff. And let me say it this way. Nathan Drake is cool because he has a cocky attitude, but because he backs it up and he also does cool shit. And he also is really good back and forth with other people.
Right.
This one, not so much, because it's just essentially if you took Nathan Drake doing this cocky talk around a bunch of fucking squares.
Yeah, true. I mean,
you know what I mean? That's where it falls flat for me. Like
I kind of I got the Nathan Drake kind of vibe right away.
Mm-hmm.
So because of that, I didn't make choices based off of what I wanted. I made choices off of what I thought that like this character would do. So I picked like if there was like a choice for like you want to have a sarcastic thing saying that you'd like fuck this chick, you do that.
Yeah.
But if they say hey there's like a safety protocol and like we're all gonna die if this doesn't happen, you go into like hero mode.
Yes,
like, that can't happen. I need to protect people.
I do that too. So because there's kind of that
that line.
Yeah, well, there's kind of, you can definitely tell, because I've noticed that with the dialogue a lot. It's a lot of between, like, are you saying it with your heart or with your head?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because they literally almost kind of even have those two. And that's where it definitely, because I do the same thing. It's like you kind of be a smartass when you're just having a rando conversation. And then if somebody, too, is, like, either too strict or something, you're like, whoa, what the fuck? This doesn't have to be all protocol-y. But then, yeah, it's like, the Ket are attacking, and it's like, we have to buckle down. Like, we have to...
It's like, all right, get strategic, go get to your
bitch, go shoot somebody in that corner. Let's fucking do this. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like I said, there's a lot I like about the game, because, I mean, it is just Mass Effect. It plays very much like the other Mass Effects. The best one I describe, it plays exactly like 3.
Okay.
All the way around, it plays exactly like 3. The only issue I have is, I brought up the issues before. I just, they kind of fell flat. And the biggest thing, honestly, like, after playing this, I'm not joking. I want to just play the old Mass Effects again. I don't, like, I want to play this one and finish it, because I'm about halfway through, by the way. But honest to God, all I want to do is, like, finish this game, get done with it, take it off my shelf, and fucking play through the original trilogy again, and just get that really big, epic fucking story that I really wanted. And, like, maybe not go through all the side story bullshit, but definitely do, like, the main stuff, do the character big side quests, you know what I mean? Because I was actually, I don't know why, I'm going off on the Asari again. I really just want to do the, Liara Shadowbroker stuff from 2.
Oh, okay.
Fuck, that was so good. It's just like, it was amazing. That was, I was actually bringing that up, as like an alternate. Now we're just like shooting the shit. But I thought that'd be a really cool game. Like for example, let's say Andromeda doesn't do as well as they wanted to do, and they shut down the like potential project of doing another trilogy. But they still want to keep Mass Effect alive because the game is, let's be honest, the game is too big to not keep going.
Right.
Like, that's a franchise, like, don't get me wrong, like, you have Call of Duty and Battlefield and shit where it's like, okay, you're making the next fucking game, we get it. But Mass Effect's world is so big, you literally could just keep doing shit forever. You really could. Like, you could really just keep coming up with new problems.
Galaxies.
Exactly. But and that's what I'm saying. What's to just jump to another galaxy and do the same fucking thing and different? It's infinite potential space. You have infinite options. I love that. That's cool. That's what a franchise is built on. I seriously, though, would love... You want to talk about a game that would be great to take place in between an original Milky Way Galaxy Mass Effect? Have fucking play as Liara doing the fucking Shadowbroker shit in between 1 and 2. And have the fucking uprising. But what's cool is she's doing Shadowbroker shit. She's not with Shepard. You don't have any of the fucking crew of Shepard. You can get occasional, like, 1-minute cameos of the people, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then just do a whole fucking thing. And it's Shadowbroker, dude. She fucking knows everything about everything. So you could do what? Like, you could literally do whatever.
Yeah.
You could go into a whole new fucking alien race and, go off on that, or, you know what I mean? Like, I just thought that'd be so fucking cool. Because that was, like, the one that really stuck out for me. Or even, like I said, or even just go into older characters. Do the fucking... I mean, like, Garrus, you kind of get the whole overview of. But even do, like, an Assassin's fucking Thane thing. God, oh.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
That'd be really sick. Or even do like some type of Miranda with Elusive Man thing beforehand.
Oh, that'd be cool.
See?
That would definitely be
and
cool.
even get more of a backstory of how the Elusive Man like actually really became the Elusive Man.
Yeah.
Or at least he already is, but you kind of would see him go further into that like one track mind.
Being less elusive.
Yeah. More out there.
Yeah.
The open
extroverted.
The open man.
The open man.
But
I see you now, man. It's not as elusive. Well, there you are. It's not Where's Waldo anymore.
Yeah, I was going to say the not Waldo.
The not Waldo.
But yeah, so like I said, I just see stuff like that, and I'm like, and I'm not just trying to do a thing of like, oh, I could come up with a better idea. I'm not doing that. I'm just saying,
it'd be cool to see that stuff.
Yes, and especially with how I feel like they missed the mark with this, and it kind of bothers me because they missed the mark with this when they really had unlimited potential.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to sugarcoat it. You really did have all the potential in the world. You gave us 2 new alien races. I'm not complaining over that. I wanted more. Could have been more.
It's a whole new galaxy.
It's a whole new galaxy.
We shouldn't have seen any of the same alien races, to be honest.
Well,
should have been different.
Well, I'm not even trying to pull that card right now. Well, if it does take place after 3, I'm surprised we're not seeing some type of combined race.
Yeah.
Because wasn't that the point?
Yeah.
Out of all the 3 decisions, I mean, like, yeah, there's the one where they just like die out or whatever, but then there's the one where they get merged with the fucking thing.
Yeah.
And it's like.
Also, the other thing that brings me to the next point that I have an issue with is the only thing from the past trilogies that you have anything, or past trilogy, that you have anything to do with is you get to decide whether Shepard was a male or a female.
And apparently, and here's what's funnier. So from people, because I have talked to people who've beaten the game, and pretty much for anybody who's beaten the game, it really doesn't matter. But apparently they said it matters for the trilogy.
Oh?
Yeah. I don't understand how. I'm being serious. I have no idea how. Are you gonna have some weird time travel flashback fucking thing where you fight with Shepard? And even still, that's not gonna make fucking sense. Like, what? Like, I don't know what's the point. What are they gonna put a statue? Whoa. That really fucking mattered? The choice of
one piece of paper that you find somewhere along the way?
I seriously don't.
It still just says Commander Shepard.
And I get it. Like, here's the thing. I just wish they would have done what Witcher 3 did, where if you didn't play the old game, cool.
Yeah.
Just give the option that you didn't play it, and then they set you up with a preset story of past events, because they do acknowledge, no matter whether you played Witcher 1 or 2 or not, they still give you a recollection of the past events. But if you did play them, they give you, like, 5 of the major options, like the midway point of each game and the ending of each game, because those are big deals. And then also relationships of what you did with, like, game-only characters. Because you, like, no offense, you kind of have, like, the 3 bitches you cycle through in Witcher, but then you also have, like, an extra bitch in each game that you could get with, but is only tied with that story, and then there's always a loophole where they're only tied into that story, and then they either die or you let them escape or something. I just wish they would have done that with this one.
Yeah.
What did Shepard do? Did Shepard actually save the Krogan?
We'll see.
And, like, or save Rex and then have Rex do that shit? Or
I thought about that.
Major stuff.
And I think the reason we don't do any of the decisions from before is mainly because these people that we are playing with
even don't know what happened.
They don't know. Because it's 600 years later. So as they are going away from the Milky Way, it's 600 years.
Yeah.
So a lot changes in that time, both time and space, because of light travel. So as they're going further away, if they were to send out the news, they would get somewhere 600 years. Then 5 years later, they would receive news of what happened 600 years ago.
Well, it's also, I mean, this is going to sound really silly too. That's also under the pretense that would work that way.
Yes.
Because we all know now with mass relays, it could be instant.
Well, right. But at the same time...
I found that concept funnier, too.
At the same time, let's just say they can't get the mass relay hooked up to the ship.
I see what you're saying.
Even if they send it on the same day and everything goes, it's still 600 years ago. So it still doesn't matter at all whatsoever.
I think the one thing also that they really should have done... well, this is the problem. So the one thing that I was hoping for. Now, okay, by the way, this isn't a spoiler. This is like a fan thing that I wanted. I wanted the ending of this game. I don't know the ending of this game, but I know this isn't the ending. So this isn't a spoiler for anyone. Because this is when I still thought the game actually legitimately took place in between 2 and 3, and this is what I wanted. I wanted them to go out that far. I wanted them to do all the stuff they're doing. I won't spoil it for people, but at least do the story that you're doing right now. And then right at the end of the game, I want them to be like, cool, we finally found a home, and like we're setting up home in the galaxy in general. But I want right at the end to be like a fucked up thing floating around in space, and it turns out to be a messed up mass relay. Because that'd be sick, because that's like a satellite way for the Reapers to come out there, because for spoilers, because Mass Effect's dirt fucking old now, but for the older ones. But the mass relays are the ways that the Reapers travel to that galaxy.
Right.
So for people who don't know. But I thought that would have been fucking sick, because that's how you get the fucking Reapers involved. And it's that thing of like, oh shit, you know what's gonna go down coming up, but it's like, no, because the Reapers aren't in it now.
Yep.
Because 600 years later, and the Reapers are all dead.
Yep.
Or fused, or whatever the fuck decision got made, which didn't get made.
Yep. It was made for you.
Yep.
Maybe.
We don't even know. We literally don't even know. They probably won't even bring it up.
No, probably not.
Especially now, because all the races, you're already talking to them and no one even acknowledges the event.
Yep.
Pretty sure nobody gives a fuck.
Well, I mean, it's half a millennia ago.
True.
So,
but also at the same time, like, none of the races even look any different based off of the event.
Yeah.
That's another thing I found very funny.
Nobody looks different.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I mean, I know 90% of them were in cryostasis, but still, some of the aliens were naturally there.
Yeah.
Like, especially, like, the Kett and shit. Like, those are new. And, fuck, the other one. I can't think of the race name right now. But anyway, the other alien race has lived out there. And it's just like, they didn't, I don't know, man. Like I said, I'll play through the game. I'll give a full performance of it, but, or a review of it. But, yeah, like I said, it's
we've given our reviews.
Yes.
Metacritic gave it a 76% based off of critics. But the user review, out of 1,800 and some odd number of reviews, it got a 4.6 out of 10.
Damn.
Which normally the user reviews are better.
Yes.
In this case, it's a lot worse.
Well, yeah, because a lot more fans are pissed off.
Yeah.
Because it really is. I mean, I'm dead serious. You play the old Mass Effect games. They look better than this one. And that is insulting. Yeah. It really, like, bottom line, it's insulting. I get, like, listen, if gameplay or graphics were an issue, I get it. But you can't give me Mass Effect 2 and literally show me better facial animation graphics on a fucking game that's 10 years older.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck am I playing?
Yeah.
Like, and I mean ahead by a mile. Not like, mild bits and pieces, or even if it looked the same. But no, it's significantly worse. And for a game that's so fucking dialogue heavy, it just...
You would think it would be better.
Well, it just takes me out of the whole experience. And it's annoying, because I bet the story would be... I'd be a lot more into the story if the fucking faces...
And I would be way more emotionally attached to the characters.
That's what I'm saying.
If they looked right.
Yeah. Or if their faces went the right... Because, and also, not to discredit this, too, because the facial animations are awful. The voice acting is good. The voice acting is very good. The problem is the faces don't match, so you end up laughing more than anything. But I'm not trying to discredit the voice acting, because if you close your eyes and hear the dialogue, it's great. Yeah. The problem is you're looking at shit while it's happening. It looks awful. So I don't know. Like I said, I'm being a little bit blunt, but that's just really how I feel about it.
Well, for IGN to give it a 6 out of 10, it's not that good.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's a
some people will argue
problem.
that 6 is still a good review, and it is. It's better than 5. It's better than average. It is not a bad review.
Here's the thing, though.
It's a mid review.
But here's the problem. Like, I don't even consider 5 average.
Yeah, well, I don't either.
7 is average.
Yeah.
Like, let's be honest. Like, 5 is below average for me.
7 is average for AAA titles. Let's not get that confused.
Well, it's Mass Effect.
Well, right. But I just mean in less of a general statement. 7 is average for AAA. Because if you take every single game ever created, 5 is definitely the average, which is why it's the middle.
I mean, okay, like, here's what's funny. I'm not, like, arguing with you about that, because, like, just facts. That makes sense.
Yeah.
But I'm just, like, saying, like, I would consider 7 to be... Oh, okay, let me word it this way, sorry. I consider 7 to be, like, the average of good.
Yes. Okay, there you go.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I don't... like.
Yeah, so an average, like a game that is not good nor bad, but it is just a game, would be a 5.
Yeah, but you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, that's not even a game, so, like, why would you play it?
Right.
Yeah, see what I'm saying?
Sense.
Like, yeah. Because you don't buy average games. You buy good
if
games.
You take the average score of all the
games
that we have today. Most
like,
the average would be like a 4.
We're like
just saying.
All right, so here, okay, so let's hop off Mass Effect now.
Okay.
So let's talk about games that just came out.
Okay.
Right? Just came out Tuesday.
So games that just came out yesterday led the way with MLB.
Or today.
Today, yeah, that's right. Today's Tuesday.
Today is Tuesday.
Yeah. So obviously, well, we got Kingdom Hearts last night.
Yeah, midnights and what have you.
Yeah. So anyway, so today.
Yes.
So MLB.
Yep.
Sports. Sports. Sports that I don't care about.
Like baseball, I'm cool with. MLB, I don't personally play.
Yeah.
I'll be upfront with everybody. I don't play any of the sports games. I'll play any of the sports games. Yes. Jeremy plays football.
I don't play MLB because I don't play my PlayStation.
NHL's
anyway.
Right?
What?
NHL?
Yeah, NHL Madden.
Yes, Madden.
Yeah.
Anyway,
NHL primarily.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Let's go through this.
So MLB.
Cover view.
So MLB is the first MLB title so far to be just released on PS4.
Finally.
It was not released on PS3.
Jesus Christ.
It so far got pretty okay. It's an 84% on Metacritic.
Which is good.
86%.
Which is good. That's really good. Yeah.
And then only a 6.7 on user, though. Now, a lot of what was said with the user reviews is that a lot of people were upset with the retro mode arcade, where they didn't feel like they needed it, they're not going to play it, they thought it was wasted space, and they would have wished that that they focused on more of the regular gameplay. However, a lot of the critics were like, this is amazing, because this is for people that don't play sports games. So going in with that, the user review being,
diehard fans.
Exactly. It's not quite as good. But with actual critics giving it an 86, IGN gave it an 8. Game Informer gave it an 8. Yeah. So it's doing pretty well.
It's good.
MLB is... I didn't realize that Sony pushed it as hard as they did.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah. It's a sports game, but it is
they
a
own
major
baseball.
flagship
Yeah.
title.
Like they own. People buy PS4 solely based off the fact that baseball isn't on Xbox.
On Xbox.
Yeah. 100%.
At least not official baseball. Because
speaking of unofficial, speaking of diet MLB, speaking of moving around the letters and saying them wrong, RBI.
RBI baseball. So RBI.
Ruby.
What do you know what an RBI is? It's a baseball term.
I did, and now you put me on the spot. I forget.
It's all right. So anyway,
random batting integer. No, I'm guessing.
RBI. It's not important. RBI baseball is the really diet version of MLB.
Yes.
So RBI baseball also came out today.
Yep.
It is a $20 or $30 title.
I think it's like 40, isn't it?
I don't think it's that much.
Dude, I think it's like 40.
No, we're gonna find out.
Jeremy's doing that price check stuff right now.
RBI.
Where are we looking on? You gonna do Amazon?
No, I was just doing Google.
Oh, okay. Google it is?
It went to Wikipedia. That's not what I want. Oh, actually, RBI baseball apparently has been around since 1986.
Wow.
And used to be made by Atari.
What does it stand for,
Namco.
by the way?
Run batted in.
Run batted in. There it is.
Wow. So RBI baseball has been around for a really long time. It took a lull between 1995 and 2014.
Okay, you're doing too many damn facts about a game that we're gonna make fun of.
Let me just go to Amazon here.
Yeah. I want to say 40. I really feel strong about 40.
So. Okay.
If it's like 20, holy fuck.
RBI baseball.
Maybe 30.
Stop. Amazon Smile. What are you?
Okay. I'm banking 30. I would understand, but I actually want to say 40. Like day one, they always overcharge it.
Well, it's being resold on Amazon for $7.79. But coming from MLB.com, oh my God, this is like a real game.
Yeah.
It's $40. You are right.
$40.
So
damn, what a ripoff! For $40, it's the biggest rip of all time.
So $40.
For $40, get MLB 17 the show.
So for $40,
God.
You get a 34% from Metacritic.
Yeah.
You get a 4.9 out of 10 from IGN. It is just a
4.9.
God.
You want to talk about a 5 average? That's your average.
Let me see here. So let's just for shits and giggles. Let's just read about the product.
Well, hold on. I want to like bring this up for like 10 more seconds. I promise we'll go back into RBI being the dumbest fucking thing of all time.
Yeah.
Because when you really think about this, though, they do make quote unquote like 5 is the average, but it really can't be. Because when you really think about it this way, how many fucking games get a 2 or a 3?
Games that we don't ever hear about.
But like, I feel like we'd hear about them because they're that bad.
Maybe, but you also have to remember a lot of games are on Steam that we don't ever hear about. We don't ever pay attention to. There's 100,000 games on Steam. So
True.
those games are included in that.
I mean,
that's why I said 7
agree.
is a good average for AAA titles.
I would just say 7's a good average for buyers.
Yes.
Like 7's a good average of good.
Yes. So 7 and above is good for a consumer.
Yes.
So
there you go.
So here's about the product.
Yes.
Feel the action. Fun, fast-paced, classic gameplay returns with more fielding moves like dives, wall catches, and pump fakes. Your team, your season. Modify your team's lineup with complete MLB rosters, including over 1,100 MLBPA players. Play the entire season or sim to the crucial games. Authentic ballparks. All 30 MLB ballparks feature unique characteristics, enhanced graphics, daytime and nighttime games. New and improved, more balanced gameplay with our revamped defensive AI, improved batting engine, and reworked pitching strategy. Multiplayer. Take your skills to the next level and complete online. Frequently bought together. RBI Baseball 2017, Madden 17, and an Xbox One controller.
Damn. Jesus.
One of these comments down here for reviews is absolutely fantastic.
Fantastic.
Yeah, fantastic. Even the guy on the cover looks bored. And that, yeah.
That should be on the cover of the box. Even this guy looks bored. RBI 2017. We couldn't pay this guy enough money to look excited.
And then there's somebody down here. Can you make your own player? No, there is no option to create your own player.
Can you make your own player? No, this game has no fun options.
And then,
fuck you.
This is the best. Do you get a disc or a code? I got a disc when I ordered this. I have to load it into my Xbox. Therefore, each time I'm going to play the game, I must insert the disc into the Xbox. This game should not take that much effort.
Oh, God. All right. So moving on from garbage. What else came out? We have RBI, MLB, Kingdom Hearts, which we brought up that we got.
Yes.
Have you got a chance to check it out? I have not. It's rest on my shelf right now because I've been dipping in Mass Effect. And a game that we're going to talk about in a sec. Well, a DLC that we're going to talk about in a sec.
But Kingdom Hearts, so far, all the bugs have been fixed.
Yes, because this is the one time, everybody, because some people get pissed that Japan gets it early. Thank God they did.
Yes.
Because they literally spent the week where all people in Japan were getting, like, fucking pissed. They spent that week to fucking do a day one patch for us, so we don't have those infinite frames or people one-hit killing because it's 60 frames now as opposed to the 40.
Yep. Also, I read, or I watched a video rather, of the load time comparisons, and it's a good, 80% difference when you walk into rooms.
Like faster?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
It's
that's good.
They used Fantasy or Destiny Islands as the example, where you walk from the one beach to the other beach where you do the race.
Yeah.
And they walk through the door, and on the PS3 side, it took 23 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
On the PS4 side, it took 6 seconds.
Damn.
So it is a huge difference.
Well, here's the thing too, by the way. I didn't. I went ham a little bit. I played through 1 and 2. On 1.5 and 2.5 on PS3. I didn't bother replaying Birth by Sleep because I 100% on PSP.
Yeah.
I might, keyword, 100% it again on PS4.
Well, I'm playing everything, and we talked about this earlier.
Yes.
I'm playing it all in chronological order now.
Yes.
So
and what I'm
going to... with the movie.
No, yeah. And what I'm going to do, too, I'm going to replay it again. I don't know, though, if I'm going to 100%.
Oh, I probably 100%. Yeah. But I will definitely play
because usually for me, when I pick these games up, I do 100% them. But I really don't know. Birth by Sleep is fucking tough. Birth by Sleep takes literally all my time in the play. Because it's 3 full playthroughs.
Yes.
Minimum. Not to mention the fucking extra playthrough.
Yeah.
Plus, anybody.
It's long.
And what I want to more importantly say, anybody, I fucking dare you to argue with me in the comments. Birth by Sleep has the hardest secret boss fight.
Yes.
Almost in an RPG ever, especially Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah.
And Kingdom Hearts has some tough extra boss fights. I mean, that's coming from 2 different Sephiroth fights from fucking 1 and 2, plus the final mix extra bosses that prelude into the each next game. But I'm like, oh man, Vanitas' Shadow. Fuck that. I've done that once. I honest to God don't like. I'm gonna maybe try it on PS4. I honestly don't think I'm ever gonna fucking do it again. Sorry, I was like going to hell on that.
No, you're
that
good.
Fucking anybody who has done that shit will fucking know my pain. That shit is scarring for people. Jesus Christ. Anyway,
good news.
On a more positive note,
it got an 84% on Metacritic.
Woo! All for it.
7.7 user review so far.
Yep.
So it's looking pretty good.
So now we just need 3, and it's 1 disc.
Yes.
Can we please bring that up for a second?
All 6 games on 1 disc.
Motherfucking disc.
So
all 4 games.
Okay, 4
games and 2 movies. Yep.
Yeah. But I mean, those games are huge.
Oh no! Listen, I'm not downplaying it.
Right,
I mean, you're watching 2.5 hours worth of cutscenes, dialogue, and content. Like, there's a lot just in those alone. And I mean, also by the way, 358/2 is like one of my favorite games.
Oh yeah.
That's a game. I mean, like, I'm glad they did a cutscene remaster. I honest to God, I mean, this is already Square Enix milking me already for more it's worth because it's the remake of a remake of a remake of a game at this point. But
doesn't matter.
I would legitimately, I would love a PS4 remake of 358/2, completely redone.
Yeah.
Like how Rechain of Memories was redone for PS2. That's exactly what I want for PS4. And keep in the online multiplayer. Because they have that on DS where you could play as the organization members. Yo, I would fucking play that literally until 3.
Yeah.
I would literally be like, hey, by the way, Jeremy, you want to hop in? I'm going to play Roxas. You fucking play as Axel. We just fuck shit up. Or no, like, fuck it. I want to play Zigbar today and just fuck around some Heartless. Dude. Oh. I'd smack the table right now if it wouldn't fuck up the audio. Man. Oh. Bothers me. It'd be so good. It'd be so fucking good. Because so many people underrate that game because it came out on fucking DS.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because Recoded also came on DS and people hated it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Recoded was a remake of a mobile phone game that wasn't even on smartphones.
Mm-hmm.
It was
on dumb
flip
phones.
phone
Yeah,
game.
it was on flip phones.
Like,
yep. It was bad.
That was their mistake.
Yeah. But, I mean, well, Jesus Christ, yet again, yeah, they redid it. But, yeah, I would love to see 358/2.
Yeah.
That would be fucking awesome. That's the one to remake, too. Dude, imagine having it third-person, actual run-around, and you fucking, like, because, I mean, I'm sorry, the best fight in the Kingdom Hearts franchise so far, in my opinion, is Organization Roxas versus Blindfolded Riku.
Oh, yeah.
Like, hiding the darkness and then going full-blown Ansem. That is the best fight in the fucking Kingdom Hearts series by far.
Agreed.
Yeah, like by far. Like you're not getting better than that. You got Oblivion Keeper going ham.
One thing that I don't know about that I just thought of and was kind of curious.
Cool.
Remember how on PS3, if we beat the games, we got the themes?
Yes.
Do you think we'll get those on PS4?
Yeah, I think so.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool.
I think so. I literally think they're just taking the same thing.
And
because they already did that on
2.8.
Yes.
Yeah.
I almost called it 3.8.
But you have to buy them. You unlock them, but you still have to buy them.
What do you mean?
So when you finish point 2,
yeah,
you unlock the theme.
Yeah.
You still have to buy it.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Like you have to pay money for it?
Yeah, it's $2. You unlock the ability to buy it.
What?
Yeah.
That's fucking absurd.
Yeah.
What? Because I unlocked it, but I still... Okay, for all listeners at home, not to be like, oh, fuck, Nick didn't fucking beat it now, fucking exposed. No, I unlocked it, but I've never changed my theme because my theme is the 20th anniversary of Tales.
Oh, there you go.
Tales of, which is all the Tales of games going,
Mine's
like,
the
it
20th
cycles through. Yeah,
PlayStation.
it's a premium one. That's fucking rad. Where it just goes through all of them. I didn't know you have to pay for it. That's dumb as shit.
Yeah.
That's so fucking stupid.
Now, I was told that from an outside source because I haven't even started it yet because I waited for 1.5 and 2.5.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't think that's true. I really think. I think it's a dummy one. Maybe you can buy a premium one.
Maybe, but you still unlock the premium one.
I don't think so.
That's what I was told.
We'll double check. We will clarify this.
The person that told me that, if they're listening, they know who they are, so they can just comment. But I'm not throwing their name out there just in case I am mistaken.
No, that's
they know
fine.
who they are.
No, like I said.
I'm looking at the screen right now, pointing a finger because you can't see me.
Yeah. I'll double check. Like I said. And listen, you might be 100% right. I just think that's complete bullshit if that's true.
Yeah.
That's fucking insane.
Well, that's what I said. That's dumb.
Yeah, that's very dumb.
Yeah.
I would have commented on that when we fucking went through it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. I think there's one more title on there, right?
There's 2.
2.
Has Been Heroes.
Yep.
So that came out.
Mm-hmm.
So that is Frozen Byte.
Mm-hmm.
And Game Trust. And it's...
Their third game?
Technically, it's their second. It's the third one to development, but it came out sooner than that Deformers game.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So, first one was Song of the Deep.
Because it was supposed to come out in like February, right?
It was supposed to come out in December.
That's what it was. Well, okay.
And then got pushed to February, then got pushed to March, then it got pushed to April. So, whatever. But,
just like Sonic Mania!
let's not go there. Let's not talk about that right now. I was planning on live streaming.
I know, listen.
May,
yep.
And now
we brought it up on like our first podcast.
Now it's not until September.
September, what, 22nd?
So, yeah.
Hey, listen, it gives us more ample time. Listen, hey, the good news is, hold on, let's actually talk this out real quick. The good news is then, we could really do playthroughs of the Sonic games now through live stream.
We could.
And do a build-up. You know what I mean? Do a build-up. We have ample time.
Yeah.
And, now, hold on. Here's what I'm throwing you big ink. Hold on. I don't think you're ready for this. I know your hands are about to clap. I know you're about to fucking throw some dialect and options at me, but...
I am fixing the tangent.
But bear with me. So what would be really fucking sick, and this, like, if they do this, and knowing our luck, they're going to do this in like 2 weeks, then we're going to have to fucking super prepare, because they did it on PS4, but they haven't done it on Xbox One yet, because I'm waiting for the backwards compatibility. Well, no, not Generations. Advanced. Or Sonic Adventure. Fuck, not Advanced.
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
We were talking about Advanced before.
Yeah.
Sonic Adventure 1 and 2. They fucking do those. We're going like live stream fucking
we
next
already
week.
have 1, 2, 3 Knuckles.
Yep, Sonic and Knuckles.
Is CD backwards yet?
No. Not that I know of.
Okay, Sonic the Fighters is.
Yes, it is.
And then Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing Transformed is.
Yes, it is.
So we can play through all those.
Yes, there's a lot. But I'm saying Adventures is going to be the long one.
Oh, yeah.
Like, that's going to be the... Like, those two would be the end-all.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm saying we'd have to... Well, we could plow through most of those in like a day. Not one day for all of them. I'm saying one day each.
Adventure might take a little more.
No. Adventure 1 and 2. Yeah, no, those are taking like a week.
Oh, you mean the other ones.
I'm saying the other ones on day-to-day basis, yeah, we could plow through most
Sonic
of those.
1, Sonic 2, Sonic 3. I'll even do Racing Transform because I still have it.
Perfect.
So, and that's a lot of fun.
By all means.
So.
Well, I was assuming you'd live stream most of them.
Oh,
I mean, don't get me wrong, I love Sonic, but
I love Sonic. There's a difference.
Like the one I might fight you on though is I want to do 3.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I wasn't good at 3.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
3 is the only one I'm not good at.
Perfect.
But anyway,
I do love the hold on.
The fact that Sonic Mania is in September means that my $70 collector's edition that I was going to drop in May now has to be dropped when all the other games are coming out, which Sonic Forces is going to wind up being a $60 game. And there's also however many other games are coming out, like Mario Odyssey and Skyrim on the Switch I'm probably going to wind up buying, and whatever else.
Don't buy it.
I still haven't played Skyrim.
Play it on Xbox One or PS4. Do not play on the Switch. I'm serious. Like, just don't.
But...
Because here's the thing. Like, and here's what I'm going to tell you. If you get it on the Switch, you're missing out on PC mods.
Yes.
So get it on a console.
Okay.
Oh, wow, that's insulting. Get it on a Xbox One or PS4. Not to say Nintendo Switch isn't a console.
Get it on a console.
Damn.
Ouch.
I threw out real accidental shade there.
Yeah, you did.
Oh.
Should we re-edit that?
Yeah, right. I threw out some pure darkness. Fuck.
Get it on a console. Like, oh, damn.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, rando thing really quick on Switch. I'm literally doing a blurb. Beat Bomberman.
Oh, hey.
I beat it. So now I just have Breath of the Wild. And I beat Breath of the Wild.
Oh, by the way, another little tip.
Which we're not going to talk about that, though, because I'm assuming people are still playing it for a long time. So I'm not going to bring up anything about it.
Yeah, not going to talk about that.
Hold on, I will say this, though. Sorry.
Nope, go.
What I do want people, though, what I would love for people to comment, and sorry, people, we're making you actually do some shit. I would love some people in the comments if you want us to talk about Breath of the Wild and actually go into like spoilers or details, and especially the ending of the game.
Or if you want an entire podcast strictly dedicated to Breath of the Wild.
Yes, or that. Or if you just want us to at least bring it up and significantly talk about it for at least 20 minutes, please let us know. We will do it in a 0.5 podcast and give people a heads up on it.
Yes.
Because that's the perfect time to do it.
Yep.
Anyway, sorry. Continue. Just want to bring that up.
Remember how I was talking about that Red Out game a little while ago?
Yeah.
That's the racing like F-Zero?
Yes.
It's coming out on PlayStation 4 now, which I thought was really interesting.
That is weird.
It's coming out on both. It got pushed back to have a PlayStation 4 port.
Oh.
So we're getting an F-Zero type game on PS4, and I'm kind of excited.
Yeah, that's cool. I mean, what I would love is a fucking F-Zero game on fucking Switch.
I would, I don't care.
Just F-Zero.
I don't care if they put out another F-Zero game on GameCube. Like, I just want another fucking F-Zero
Yeah,
game.
exactly. Like,
But,
no, I don't want the one on GameCube. That one's fucking impossible.
Well,
Jesus Christ. Yeah. That one was so fucking
Speaking of
tough.
which, did you see the guy that turned Nintendo 64 into a Switch dock?
Yes, I did see that. That was really funny.
Anyway, back to...
Has Been Heroes.
Yeah. So, it's doing... Interestingly,
yeah.
It got
Speaking of Switch,
it got a 6.1 out of 10 through IGN.
Yep.
Metacritic, it got a 56%,
which is average.
But it got an 80% for the Switch version.
Mm-hmm.
Because this game was made for the Switch. It was made with the Switch in mind, and then ported to Xbox One, PC, and PS4. It's more of a portable type game. Like, this is a game that you would not necessarily play on like the 3DS. Because it's not, I don't even think the 3DS is powerful enough to do this. But it's that type of game where it's not something that you want to sit in front of a screen at home forever and play. It's a game that is 300 hours. It's a game that you want to be able to pick up and put down and go right back to it. Yeah. So you can pause it, put the Switch in sleep mode, and just play it like while you're sitting in a bus station.
Here's the thing, though. And don't get me wrong, there is a market for games like that, and I'm not discerning that those aren't games. But here's what annoys me. I love Binding of Isaac.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I fucking love that game. And I have it on Xbox One. I love playing it. And I have thought about it, and would I like to play it on a handheld while I'm just watching Netflix and doing the same repetitive kind of, I mean, especially once you get all 25 endings, you're really just kind of doing the same thing. Yeah. But I still enjoy playing it, even after that. But I think this is where it's different, though. Because with Binding of Isaac, I have it on Xbox One. And I could buy it on the Switch, but I'm already fully enjoying it on Xbox One. Plus, I put like 200 hours on fucking Xbox One. I don't want to put another 200 plus hours on Switch.
The Switch, right.
But, like I said, at the same time, like I said, I probably would also enjoy it almost even better if it was handheld. But I still significantly enjoy it on console. And I think this is where it's hitting a problem of. It sounds like this game just should have been a handheld.
Yes.
That's what it sounds like. Yeah. You know what I mean? If it was just because like you said, maybe it was a little too small for 3DS, but I don't know. Based on the way the game's sounding, especially like a 3DS XL, maybe it could have been like a new 3DS XL exclusive, like Xeno.
If it's 300 hours, it might not have been able to be.
If it's 300 hours. That's a whole nother gamut.
The other thing to keep in mind, though, too, this game is only $20.
Yes.
So.
Well, here's the thing, though. It's still getting these if reviews for $20. With that $20 price point in mind, people are still giving it reviews. Like, that's pretty bad. Like, that's them saying, should you even spend this $20? You know what I mean?
Probably not.
That's what I'm saying. But, yeah. But
I'm going to just get another game on the Switch. Just, that's literally the reason.
Question of the day. You going to live stream it?
No.
Okay.
Because we can't live stream from the Switch yet.
Oh, yeah. You're getting on the Switch. Sorry. Yeah. When you first said it, I was like, and then I literally didn't hear what system we were getting
Switch. Yeah, Switch. Because I need another game for the Switch.
You know what they fucking need on the Switch?
Live streaming?
No. Well, I mean, yes. Not to be like, I was trying to be rude. No. Well, what do they need more than that?
More games?
Virtual console.
Oh, yes.
Virtual fucking console. Give me Bomberman 64 on the Switch. Give it to me now, Nintendo. You son of a bitch. Oh, interesting news. Oh, God. As I'm saying interesting news, I literally spaced on the movie, or the movie title, the game title. The original creator of Castlevania. Is it Bloodstained?
Yes.
Bloodstained is now officially going to be on the Switch as opposed to Wii U. I love how that even needed to be fucking news because
same thing with Ukulele. They canceled that for the Wii U, moved it to the Switch.
Exactly.
All the games that are being kickstarted like that are being moved from the Wii U to the Switch.
But what's interesting about Bloodstained is they're still not even fucking close to a tangible street date. So I just find it funny that they go, yep, it's going to be for the Switch.
The other thing, too, I mean, Ukulele, they were going to do a Wii U, PS4, Xbox One release simultaneously.
Yes.
Now they're not.
Well, now they can't because it's going to take more time.
Just coming later.
Which I'm glad because then they're taking significant time to work on that.
However, my issue is I'm going to beat it on Xbox One. It's going to be over, and I'm not going to get it on the Switch.
No, what's the point? Don't buy it twice.
Right.
And get it on Xbox so we can play it again.
Well, exactly. That's what I mean. This would have been a game that I would have bought on the Switch had it come out at the same time because I need another game for the Switch.
See, but That's the problem. Don't buy a game on the Switch just because you need another title to
I
justify
played
your own Switch.
Banjo-Kazooie on Nintendo 64, and I'd rather play...
Because you had to.
Well, yeah, but I'd rather play it on a Nintendo console.
But what if you played Banjo 64 or Banjo 2 right now on an Xbox One?
Well, then I'd feel better.
Because you can.
Yeah, I can. I know.
With Rare Replay. With Rare Replay, with just the fact that it's backwards compatible now.
What are we inserting ads?
I know, right? Sponsored by Rare. We're not. Just to clarify.
Just to clarify. We
Still
have
no
nothing to do with
sponsors.
Rare.
Hashtag no sponsors.
Hashtag
please sponsor us.
Hashtag no bonfire.
Switch going into the last part. This is what you were talking about, right?
Well, no, we still have two other things.
Oh, hold on. No. We're not going to go into that thing. Go into your last two.
So, other two, Vikings, Wolves of Midgard.
Oh, yeah, shit.
Which is being compared to as...
Diablo.
Very similar to Diablo.
Yep.
It actually got an 8 out of 10 on IGN.
Isn't
got
bad.
75% on Metacritic. So, it's not terrible. I know nothing about the game.
I would just rather play Diablo.
Yeah.
It sounds super ignorant, and I'm really sorry for people listening. Like, I really don't want people to get the wrong idea. Like, we kind of look over some of these games because we really do. Like, we go ham on games that we give a shit about, and I don't want it to get people twisted. Like, just because we're not personally playing the game, we're not going to try to talk about that much. I'm sorry though. Like, these are just some of these examples though, where a lot of these games play like other games, and the other games are just better. Like, I'm sorry.
It's really bad though when Vikings on the back of the case has that it is the next quote the next Diablo.
Yeah, when they literally compare it to the game, which is still getting add-on content.
Yes.
We're still getting a whole new Diablo expansion.
And who knows what they'd announce at BlizzCon in November.
That's what I'm saying. It could be a whole new Diablo game. Yeah. Or
prequel.
Yeah. Or like how they're following up with StarCraft, which we'll talk about in 10 seconds.
Yes.
They're what am I gonna say? They might do HD remakes of Diablo and put them on console.
Which
That'd be
would be
fucking
great.
rad. That'd be fucking rad.
Yeah, it'd be insane.
Yeah. Anyway, StarCraft coming out HD.
Yeah, so StarCraft Remastered
They announced it. It looks cool. I'm not gonna lie. One thing I was actually for anybody that watches the trailer, I was a little disappointed. I'm not gonna lie. I thought they were gonna like kind of redo the images, and all they really did was just re-poly the images.
Yeah.
And I was just like, oh wow. I'm sorry, I shouldn't say re-poly. They re-sprayed the images because they're sprites.
Yeah.
I was just like, oh. And they didn't even like. I really thought they were gonna like edge in, like not make it so fucking different, but like really do something different.
Yeah.
I was just kind of like,
make it like a complete remaster, not just like, hey,
we touched it up. Yeah. But I also think the processing's better. I don't think it has any lag.
And it's got online multiplayer.
Yes. So
leaderboards.
They did do enough stuff. So
it'd be pretty cool.
Yes.
Something else that was released today that we found out minutes before we started the podcast.
Ooh, you're bringing
Harvest Moon: A Wonderful Life Special Edition was released today digitally on PS4 in North America and Europe, not Japan.
Which is really weird.
Yep.
That is super weird.
For $14.99.
Which is awesome. I'm gonna pick that up.
So pretty cool. We haven't seen a Harvest Moon game on PS4 yet. So.
No, we have not. I think it's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty rad.
Mm-hmm.
And then you had mentioned the specific game getting remade for 3DS earlier.
Yes. So Radiant Historia,
Yes.
which I played on original DS, and honestly was a massive sleeper hit. Like,
yeah,
I'd probably put it in like my top 10 games like you really should have played that didn't on DS. We should probably do one of those.
We should.
We really should. We should go in on one soon.
Yeah.
I got like so lost on a tangent with that mentally. I'm so sorry. I went like a year in the future, like mentally. I like did that, and I was like, oh my god. I'm sorry, everybody. Everybody got to listen to the silence of my epiphany. No, but they are remaking it. They're putting in. They're really just updating the overall battle system, which I think is cool. The only thing I think is weird though, it's like it's getting the 3DS remake, which is neat. But I still have it on my fucking DS. Like it came out. It's older. Like it's probably 7 years old, maybe 8. No. It's probably like 6 years old. What the fuck am I saying? It's probably 6 years old, and like it's cool. Was anyone begging for this? Did anyone ask for a fucking 3DS remake? I don't know. Also, we should bring this up for like 10 seconds. Fire Emblem announced the collectors, and finally can like at retailers get set up, or at least pre-order the double pack for Amiibos. They haven't said what they do yet, right?
No, not
they
yet.
have not. But yeah, I'm pretty excited.
I also want to look up something else real quick because I remembered that it got announced.
Use your words.
Well, I'm searching it now. Okay, so Valkyria Chronicles is getting a sequel.
On PS4.
Yes, Valkyria Revolution due out on PS4 and Xbox in June.
Yeah, I'm buying it on Xbox.
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
Which is sacrilegious. I'm sorry, people, because Valkyria is like a sole fucking PS4 game.
Yeah,
it's like sacrilege for me to get on Xbox, but hashtag
still.
achievements for life.
Yeah, now it was, according to Google and stuff, it was already released in Japan on January 19th.
Yeah, it's been out.
So
I've been keeping up on it.
Yeah.
We should have brought that up. That was good.
Now
catch.
in Japan,
Really
it was out on PS4, Xbox One, and Vita.
Yes.
It doesn't look like it's coming to Vita in North America.
Yeah,
PS4
because USA is like shutting down the Vita.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
But I am super excited for that.
That's
because I love Valkyria Chronicles.
Awesome.
I didn't buy the remaster on PS4 because I had already played through the game on PS3. Didn't feel the need.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, it's really good.
Is it that much different?
Okay, hold on. Bear with me.
Okay.
It's not that much different.
Okay.
But from someone who played it on 3, it's worth playing again.
Okay, fair enough.
I really will say that.
Because that's one of the few games that got remastered that I was like, I don't need to play this game.
See, but I was like, dude, here's what sounds dumb. The Steelbook got me.
Oh, yeah.
So I got it because of the Steelbook.
Yeah.
And I started playing again. I was like, fuck, I actually forgot how really good this was.
Yeah,
it's really
the game was great.
It's really, 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 really good.
So super excited about
That's
that.
another one. Like, for people who have not played that yet, please pick that up. If you're into RPGs. And that's coming from Jeremy, who is not super into RPGs.
Yes.
Like, who has not delved into
the only big RPG I play is
pool.
Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah. Or Valkyria.
Or
Valkyria, I would definitely consider a big.
Well, I mean,
is a full RPG.
Yeah, the only one that I talk about that I play is Kingdom Hearts.
Yes.
But yeah, I love Valkyria Chronicles.
Speaking of RPGs, speaking of DLC for some pretty bamf RPGs, fucking Dark Souls.
Yes.
Goddamn fucking expansion came out.
The Ringed City.
Ringed City. It's awesome. This is gonna sound really weird. So I'm gonna talk about my thoughts and opinions, but I'm gonna be vague. And I'm sorry for the people that really want to hear me go into it. But I did just do a live stream on it. Yes. So if you do want to hear literally all my thoughts and opinions and views on that.
Literally watch you play through it.
Literally watch me play through it and have dialogue and options and opinions of while it's happening. Because I know a lot of the lore. I'm not trying to be that guy, but I know fucking almost everything there is to know about Dark Souls.
Yep, and you can hear me sit there and use filler words.
Yes.
So Nick's not talking to himself the whole time.
And great.
Like, oh man, I saw that.
Yeah.
Wow, that looks cool. Like, oh yeah, the little lizard man. Great.
But yeah, so overall I loved it. It is a big overall reference to Dark Souls 1 and it pays very good homage in great ways. Now, also keep in mind too, this is me coming off a 5-hour live stream today.
Yes.
We did, yeah, we
It just happened.
It just happened 4 hours ago. So I just finished it. And after finishing it, I watched a couple videos of everything else to do in the expansion. Because I did all the major stuff. I did all the major boss fights. There's one secret boss fight that I knew of that I just didn't finish yet, which I'm still going to live stream. That I didn't get a chance to finish yet. But on the other stuff like NPCs and just kind of other rando, really niche secret stuff I looked up. And it's awesome. It pays full homage to Dark Souls 1. I love the way they set it up. The only minor complaint I have, which I even brought up on the live stream, but I'll bring it up now for anyone who's getting into it and is curious about it. The beginning, especially the first couple areas, are running marathon challenges. Yeah. Run past an area, dodge this while you're running to get past this area. So if you play tanky builds, get ready to get your shit changed. And coming from a tank build turtle player, it's going to be a little frustrating. But after that, it's a good fight grind. I think it's too much of a fight grind, but it's a fight grind. So take that as you will. The characters, though, like the NPCs, amazing. The characters, not like all of the enemies, but especially like one or two certain enemies in certain areas, really cool. The whole people that relate, I'll just simply say it kind of this way, the whole people that relate to the Abyss/Dark Sign enemies, fucking rad. I don't want to go spoiler on it, but fucking rad. They even pay homage to a couple characters and bosses in particular that you fight in Dark Souls 3. You know what I mean? So it's great. The item descriptions are really cool. You kind of learn about some past stuff, about some stuff in between. Now, I will say this overall. Loved it. Probably, like I said, if I had to give a user review, I'd probably give like an 8 or a 9. The only other minor, like, I mean, just from overall now, like, sitting kind of baking on it, the only thing I don't know, it just left a bad taste in my mouth, let me say it that way, was they paid a lot of homage to Dark Souls 1, which I thought was great. I would have liked, honest to God, maybe 2 or 3 more items with item descriptions that related back to Dark Souls 1 or 2. That's it. And I'm not trying to be picky. I'm not trying to beg for fucking everything. That's it. Just 1 or 2 little more things that just get... And like I said, also too, I have not explored everything. Right. So there might be those items, but I have went through most, and I didn't see that. You know what I mean? Because it is kind of in a newer direction. This world is, different. But the boss fights are great. But yet again, I mean, I'm just giving people a heads up who have played Dark Souls boss fights. These are gank boss fights. These are mob mentality boss fights. You are doing 2v1 fights. If you're into those, cool. I don't like them as much. I think they kind of take away from the skill of like a 1v1 boss fight. So yeah, I mean, even on the live stream I think for both. Yeah, I think for both, I had summons in for both. So you can call me a scrub noob. I really don't care. I went through them both with the college try a couple times. I was trying to get through it in a 5-hour live stream, so obviously I want to get through it as much as possible. Will I do another playthrough and solo run it? Absolutely, because I'm a legit Souls fan. But, for everybody who didn't want to watch me sit there for 10 hours and fucking repetitively go through one boss, you know what I mean? Yeah, so we got through them. It was cool. We got some item description stuff. I explained some lore online, which I thought was great.
Yep.
But yeah, overall good. But anyway, like I said, yeah, just like Jeremy brought up too. Please check it out. I just always appreciate it. Leave comments. Even leave comments on this video for stuff you like, didn't like about it. Stuff you want us to do RPG-wise in the future with it. I'd love to even do a fresh Souls run if people want to see that. But let me know. That's not something I'm going to kick up unless the people want it. So.
And if they do want it, we should do 2 separate playthroughs of Dark Souls. Somebody that's played it before and somebody that's never played it before because I've never wanted to because I'm too fucking scared to do it.
God.
So we should do that back to back.
Good Lord. Or like side by side.
It would be great.
Side by side. That'd be so really funny.
So incredible.
Good Lord.
So, okay. So there was that.
Mm-hmm.
So a couple more gaming things. There's one big one we'll hit here at the end. Final Fantasy 15 Chapter 13 update was released today.
Hashtag Mass Effect 3.
So that was a thing.
Yeah, have not got a chance to play it yet. Talked to a buddy of mine who played it. Liked it a lot. They did add a lot more stuff.
Yep.
Here's the thing I'm pissed about, though. First of all, fuck you, Square Enix, for making replay the last chapter of every game.
Yep.
And it was too vague. I'm sorry. Like, the ending of 15, which... I'll be nice. I'm still not going to bring it up. Because people... Yeah. Spoiler. So, here's the thing. The last chapter of the game is very vague. They do a lot of kind of... I'll just call them jump cuts into... Here's why we're fighting the last boss. Very quickly. Like, here's Deus Ex Machina, fucking time frames and fucking amalgamations moved, and now we're fighting. And I'm like, what the fuck happened in between?
Oh, okay.
So, I'm glad they added more stuff. Will I make a top priority to go back? No, because I already know what the fuck happens at the end. You know what I mean? And it's not like they changed the ending. They just added more stuff into it. So, yeah, I will. But for the record, though, I will check it out.
Yeah.
Because I do love Final Fantasy. 15, I was still kind of like, eh. And I will say this, by the way, out loud. This is coming from an unpopular fucking Final Fantasy person. I liked 13, and fucking everyone's gonna fucking unsubscribe to our fucking channel right now because fucking everybody hates. Because everybody hates 13, and that's fine. Unless you can hate 13. I didn't love it, but I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And for people who are like, oh my god, 13 is complete fucking trash, I'm like, really? Because it fucking played kind of similar, and they added a new mechanic, which is what the fuck the game needed after 18 goddamn fucking years. And 15 was cool too. It added new mechanics. I just think they added them and then slowed it down.
Yeah.
It's open world, but only in some spots. And it's open world, but you better not run at night or else you're going to get hurt by a Titan. And it's
you
open.
can drive a car,
yeah,
push it.
yeah, exactly. And like, you could drive a car, but most of it's really auto drive. And if you try to drive it yourself, you're gonna fucking be like a 12-year-old
trying to drive your car, but
only in certain areas.
around.
And yeah, and most of it's auto guided as well, or you'll fucking
You can
die
eat
in
all
a
these
cliff.
different foods, but
Only when you're
really.
cooking.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, only at night when you're camping.
You can go fishing and actually fish for hours.
Yep.
That's like the only thing that they gave you free reign on.
Yep. Hashtag
is fishing.
Hashtag Big the Cat. I want a fishing DLC. I want a fishing DLC.
A fishing DLC.
That's what you thought of.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Can we get a Big the Cat costume?
Yo. Or better, like and I can't talk.
You can
they
get
should.
Froggy.
Yes. Well, what I was gonna make funnier was they should have done one funny Easter egg where at like one special fishing spot at like a set time of day, if you'd fish there, you could catch a frog.
It's just a little.
Yeah, like the tadpole
pond.
looking. Yeah. No, the lake's shaped like big.
Yes. Or no, you have to go in a manhole to go into the sewer and then you fish in the sewer.
Yes.
But you have to lift a car to get in the manhole.
The high winds parked on top of it, and you have to. Oh God,
Jesus.
that's too much.
All right, so so that happened.
Yep.
So a couple things I want to talk about with Nintendo real quick. Nintendo announced that they will have a pretty big E3, which I'm excited for because they need it.
Cool. Yeah, they do.
And going off of that, Psyonix, who is the company behind Rocket League, announced that they have potentially thought of bringing Rocket League to the Switch, which would be cool, be interesting.
Interesting is the key word.
Needed it.
Yeah, interesting's the key word.
But it would definitely be different.
Plus, they did add Drop Shot.
Yes, so we need to talk about that.
Gameplay
so
type.
Drop Shot, I am a super fan of.
I'm not.
I know. I like
and if
it
anybody
a
wants to
lot.
check it out, check out our fucking live stream of it.
Yes,
Because goddamn it.
I think it's great.
Let me hold on. Let me start off with this. Concept, smart.
Yep.
Idea, good.
Yep.
Execution, solid. Actually playing it, a fucking hellish nightmare. That is spawned by Satan. No, I'm not going that.
It is a lot more fun playing it in private matches with friends.
Yes, it is.
Not online.
Yes.
When you're playing with people who are really good at aerials.
Mm-hmm.
When you and or your teammates are not.
If you are, let me say it this way, because I think you'll agree with me on this. If you are not competitive,
you won't like it.
First of all, you won't like it.
Yeah.
And second of all, if you're trying to get into competitive but aren't competitive ready, you will literally pull your hair out.
Yes.
You will go fucking insane.
Yep.
Like, it is... I found, like, at least from us playing even for a couple hours, I found me, like, yelling even more off non-goals. You know what I mean? Like, at least when we're playing Standard Rocket League, it's like, oh, it's there, the goal. And then, no, this, it's like, the ball's just bouncing. And it's like, fuck, it's glowing. Like, you know what I mean? Which is happening constantly. Like, we're just yelling all the time. Like, the second the ball gets hit, we're yelling. We're yelling up until the ball finally lands, and then you go, oh, fuck, thank God. Or, fuck, boy, my side, shit. Like, that's, oh, man.
Now, one thing that I'm disappointed in is I thought you were going to be able to fall through the floor.
That's what I thought.
I thought you would have to dodge the floor. You don't fall.
Yeah.
It's kind of disappointing.
I agree. Or at least I wish they would have made, like, Drop Shot and then Drop Shot Pro.
Or you can fall through the floor.
Yes. Yeah, I thought that would have been sick.
Yeah.
That would have been cool.
Okay, so a couple more things.
Mm-hmm.
Destiny 2.
It got leaked, and now it's officially a thing.
We have a stupid little CG trailer.
Hey, okay, so so for every fucking listener at home, Jeremy's not too into Destiny.
I don't like Destiny.
I've played all of Destiny.
I don't like Destiny.
Okay, I did all the raids. I did all that shit. I'm not gonna lie though, I don't know how I feel about this yet. Here's the thing. Because I put so much time in Destiny, and I just kind of came out the other end feeling like, okay. So, I'll even give you that. But here's the thing. I need to know my time in Destiny 1 was worth it.
Yes.
If they tell me I'm starting fresh, I have nothing transferred over.
You are.
No, what, starting fresh?
Yeah.
Well, I know that, but what I'm saying is I need to know that shit from Destiny 1 is going to carry over. Because if it doesn't, I'm not getting it.
What do you mean?
Like
gear
anything. Because I'm not just like I don't want to lock it down.
The only thing that carries over is your character. All your gear, your XP, your level, all that's gone. That stays in Destiny 1.
Then what the fuck's the point of transferring your character if you can't transfer your character?
You just transfer the way he looks.
That's so dumb. Why wouldn't you just make a new character?
I don't know.
Because the character customization is probably only going to be better.
Yeah, more than likely.
What the fuck?
I mean, Destiny 2 is straight up a brand new experience. It is not supposed to be tied to Destiny 1. Story-wise, maybe.
Well, yeah,
but
it has to be.
Yeah, but everything else is nothing from Destiny 1 will carry.
Let me say this. We're saying a lot of this shit early.
Yes.
Let's just wait.
Well, Bungie already announced that.
I know that, but I'm still secretly waiting because that's what I'm saying. Because what I'm getting at is I really don't, after all that time I put in that game, I do not want to start fresh. That's what I'm more getting at. Like, I put too much...
With equipment and gear and weapons and levels and all that, you're starting over.
Yeah, then fuck it. I'm probably not going to get it. But...
I might get it because I missed the train with Destiny.
Yeah, exactly. Then,
so I didn't get to play Destiny because I don't have anyone to
You
play
should,
with.
which I will
have
say.
no desire to play Destiny. I don't...
You just said you might check it out.
I might check out the second one.
Yeah,
I have no desire to play the first one.
And that's what I'm saying. Sorry, that sounded misleading. Like I literally thought you said, I'm going to check out Destiny 2. I'm not playing Destiny.
No.
And I was like, no, but I know what you meant.
First one.
You don't want to play... No, and I don't want you to play the first one now because you're already way late.
Yeah, and I might read up on it. But now this gives me the time to get into Destiny 2.
You should absolutely
when everybody else is getting in it,
Yeah.
when everybody is starting fresh, and I can just be in part of this.
Yeah. You could have played with me. I would have caught you up.
There's too much...
It doesn't take that long.
For all the story.
No, dude, because, that's the best part now. Any of the new DLCs, you skip the whole fucking... Like, literally, you could skip everything of... Like, with House of Wolves, you can skip every fucking thing and start in House of Wolves.
Yeah, but I don't want to do that.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do.
Yeah, but I'm a lore fanatic. I want to learn everything.
You don't in Destiny. It's only going to piss you off. And also, too, by the way, you're not going to learn shit about lore in the game. You learn about it on the fucking cards that you read online.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
But I see.
They better fucking fix that in that game.
That's another thing. Like I didn't.
Well, here's the thing.
Destiny didn't intrigue me.
They're gonna fix a lot because I trust Bungie. No, I trust Bungie. Bungie does improvements. Listen, compare Halo 1 to Halo 2.
Yes, I trust Bungie. However, due to past arguments that we've had with other people, I'm not gonna make my next statement. I trust Bungie. I don't trust Activision.
Oh, got it.
I'm not going any further with that.
That's fine. I agree with you there.
I trust Bungie.
I agree with you there. I mean, Activision does some dumb shit.
Yep.
Let's just throw it out there. They do some dumb shit.
And I am already prepared for the giant rebuttal that we'll get on
That's fine.
YouTube because I know it's
Bring
coming.
it the fuck on.
I know it's coming.
I think it's a popular opinion. I don't think we have an unpopular opinion on that.
No, but we know one person who's gonna argue.
Well, that's fine. He can get all fucking butthurt about it.
But yeah.
Did he fucking play Destiny? No.
Yeah.
He didn't play the whole thing.
I think he did.
No. No. Okay, I'm sorry, by the way. Now we're getting into a fucking side argument here.
Yep, regardless.
I don't think so. No House of Wolves. There's no way House of Wolves. No fucking way. No.
It doesn't matter. No. It doesn't matter.
Okay, sorry.
It doesn't matter.
We're getting sidetracked.
I might play Destiny 2. Now, one thing I will say...
He might maybe possibly play Destiny.
I got a very Gears 2 vibe from it.
Okay.
Where everything is destroyed, everything is being destroyed. You're in the middle of a giant fight.
Oh, this is definitely like a war.
Yeah,
which they're still keeping it like they're not telling us much yet though. No. So I need to see
They will on Thursday at 1 p.m. Eastern time.
Yeah, so I need to see like that, and then we'll talk more about it. Because that's the thing, we just got like a fucking introduction. Yep. I need like info.
And then whatever his name is sitting in a
Cade
bar.
6.
Yeah, that dude sitting in a bar talking to a
Which is Nathan Fillion, by the way.
Oh, that's cool. Wait, hang on a second. Wasn't he also Ghost? Oh no, that was Peter Dinklage. Peter got turned to Nolan North.
Yes, bingo. There you go. That's what you're thinking of.
So Nathan Fillion.
Who is Nathan Drake? Yeah. That's how you linked it back.
Confusions.
That's how you linked it back.
Yep.
It's full circle.
Yeah, people still want. Side note: people still want Nolan North to be Nathan Drake in an Uncharted movie. I still want Nathan Fillion to be Nathan Drake in an Uncharted movie. I think he looks like him and acts like him.
Yes.
But people want Nolan North because of the voice.
But you could detach from it though.
Yeah.
It's just like you would never see Troy Baker be Joel.
Yeah.
You're not gonna make him that old, and also he's not. Troy Baker's like skinny. You can't
see Mark Hamill ever be the Joker. We can hear it, but we can't ever see it.
Yeah, very true. Very true. Unless it was like dirt old decrepit Joker.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah. And that's even the funnier part. Like even sorry, I'm going off my tangent here for 10 seconds. Even in Dark Knight Returns, it's like old Batman.
Yeah.
But even Joker, even though he's older, he's still like in a nice suit and like.
Yep.
Yeah, he doesn't have too many wrinkles or anything.
No.
So I just thought that.
Yeah.
I just want to chat about that. It's a great movie. People should check it out.
Yes.
The animated.
Yes. People definitely need to check it out.
It's like the definitive Batman movie. Next to Under the Red Hood.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Under Red Hood's my second.
Yeah. So 2 last pieces of video game information, and then we'll move on. So there's a Video Game Hall of Fame.
Yes.
Started
Oh
2
yeah,
years
yeah.
ago.
You were talking to me about this.
Yeah, I think this is pretty big. Some people might not think it's that big.
No, I think it's definitely interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, here's the thing: nobody fucking knows about, it, but people should. Yeah. I think this is important.
So the Video Game Hall of Fame is inside of basically a museum that's dedicated to toys and entertainment. So they have books and toys, videos about toys, documents about toys, video games, board games, trampoline creations, etc., etc.
All the stuff.
So
hula hoops and hopscotch and what have you.
Yep, all that. They have 400,000 items in this museum dedicated to toys.
Awesome.
50,000 of those 400,000 are dedicated to
video
not necessarily video games, but like electronic consumer electronic stuff like that. So, Video Game Hall of Fame already has the likes of Doom, Grand Theft Auto 3, The Sims, Super Mario Bros, Tetris, Pac-Man, Pong, Sonic the Hedgehog, games like that. Actually, there might only be like 2 or 3 more off that list.
Yeah.
But they had classes from 2015 and 16. This year, they are going to induct more video games in it. But you have to go onto the website and vote. They already did voting to get the nominations, the final nominations, and then we have to go and vote on who our favorite is, and then they get inducted. So the games that are up for vote are Donkey Kong Country, Final Fantasy VII, Halo, Mortal Kombat, Pokemon Red and Blue, Red and Green.
Red and Green. Hashtag Japan.
Myst, Portal, Resident Evil, Street Fighter 2, Tomb Raider, Wii Sports, and my personal favorite, Microsoft Windows Solitaire.
Which you can't argue. People will go, God damn it, but you cannot argue.
However, at the same time,
that's a staple.
In that logic, I want Minesweeper.
Yes, I agree. You gotta do Solitaire first.
Yes.
Then Minesweeper, then Spider Solitaire.
Yes. And then the pinball from Windows XP.
Yes. Yes.
So.
Yeah, I think all should go in.
Yeah.
I think all of them should go in.
Yeah, I mean definitely.
But vote. Do you know the website?
I did. I think it's videogamehalloffame.com actually.
I was about to say, I guarantee you if you guys Google it. But seriously, if there's any of those that you want, I mean, by the way, this is
It's worldvideogamehalloffame.org is the website.
There it is. And by the way, organization, so you know it's not fucked up. But seriously, I mean, this sounds really silly. People should vote on this shit, especially for gamers. People who are listening to this, you obviously give enough a fuck about games. This is, by the way, zero sponsorship effort. This is Jeremy looked into it, brought this to my attention. I was like, oh, this is really cool.
So let me, real quick, just go through the list of the ones that are already there. Okay. So Doom, Grand Theft Auto 3, Zelda, Oregon Trail, Pac-Man, Pong, The Sims, Sonic, Space Invaders, Super Mario, Tetris, and WoW.
Got it.
Okay, so let's talk about each one of those real quick, very briefly. Okay, so Doom essentially is the first-person shooter.
Yes, not even technically, but yes.
Yes. GTA 3 is one of the first open-world sandbox games, and is one of the first very, very mature-rated games.
Controversial games, yes.
Legend of Zelda is one of the first dungeon crawlers, or it is the first dungeon crawler, it might be. The Oregon Trail, it's a simulator, and it's also unique in its very own way.
By far one of the most popular simulators next to Sims.
Yes, which is also on the list.
There we go. Cross that one off ahead of time.
Yeah. Pac-Man.
Done.
Puzzles. Pong, the very first
staple.
Video game.
Yeah, exactly.
Sonic, which is basically the very...
Sanic.
Yeah.
Do you know about Sanic? I don't think...
Yes, I know about Sanic.
I don't think you know.
I know about Sanic. Sanic's the dumb...
No. I was more just making a joke that you didn't know about Sonic at all. You probably don't. Jeremy, just don't flip me off by that.
Space Invaders, obviously for obvious reasons. Super Mario. Oh, no, I don't know why that's there.
Yeah.
Tetris.
Hashtag not my Hall of Fame list.
Tetris for obvious reasons, and WoW because it's the first MMORPG.
Well, the biggest.
The biggest.
Biggest and most infamous by far.
So,
because I wouldn't say the first.
Going off of that, and then going off the list of the new ones, so Donkey Kong Country is one of the first 2D side-scrollers that's also in 3D.
Yep.
Final Fantasy VII, obvious reasons, not even talking
RPG,
about.
yeah.
Halo, obvious reasons, not even talking about it.
Yep, major first-person shooter.
Solitaire.
It's
Yeah,
Solitaire.
And every single
Who hasn't
person,
played it?
Exactly.
Who hasn't played it?
Mortal Kombat, it will be the first fighting game on the list.
Yeah, and sadly, hold on, going back real quick. Solitaire, sadly, now deserves to be in a museum.
Yes.
Because the fucking new generation isn't going to give a shit.
No.
We have to care.
Yes.
We're the last people to care. People need to listen to this.
Yes. Mortal Kombat, the first mature rated fighting game, as well as it would be the only one.
One
in
of the
there.
best, yeah.
Unless Street Fighter 2 got in it, but I think they both deserve
Which
it.
definitely should. Street Fighter, I'm not even going to argue with.
Pokemon.
Blah, it's Pokemon, you fucks. Vote.
Missed.
If you're going to vote for one fucking game,
Vote for Pokemon. Mist. I don't know anything about Mist.
Mist is worth it.
Okay. Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, check it out. I'm not gonna emphasize why you should play it, but I'm just saying you should check it out. Did you break the fucking pen? On a fucking off note. Did you break it or drop it? You did. You broke the fucking clip, didn't you? You son of a bitch. Put down the pen. God damn it. Okay. No, we're going in this for a sec. So for all the fucking listeners at home, me and Jeremy always have a back and forth on one really funny thing. So Jeremy, on the occasion, likes to really throw a pen when he's in a goddamn vigorous fucking conversation and or argument. He just whips it down on his notepad like it's a goddamn judge and a fucking jury. And this kid has not thrown it in 7 episodes, 8 episodes or 9 episodes if you consider the .5s. You've been very solid. I haven't given you shit for it at all. This motherfucker is goddamn gleeking on his goddamn pen so much you fucking snap the goddamn clip. Finally. Now you can't even clip it in the damn notebook. Shit.
I didn't clip it there anyway.
But now you can. You don't even have the option.
I could put it in the spirals.
There you go.
Boom. Ha.
Lawyered.
Send it threadless. So Portal is also on the list.
Awesome. Amazing puzzle
Obvious
game.
reasons.
Yeah. Not like the first puzzle game or anything like that, but definitely the most innovative.
Yes.
Definitely the most innovative.
Absolutely.
100%.
And a super cult following.
Yes. Yes.
Also, another one of the infamous Valve games that never get a 3.
Yes.
Resident Evil. Resident Evil, the first survival
one
horror
of the most
game.
infamous horror games.
Tomb Raider, for obvious reasons. And then Wii Sports for...
I think it's really cool.
It needs to be there. It is one of the most
It's why people bought a
in the
Wii.
last 10 years.
It's why people bought a Wii. I wouldn't even say innovative. It's just why people bought a Wii.
Yeah.
It was literally the basic concept of, hey, motion controls, fucking easy. The gameplay is basic, but
it brought people together.
Exactly.
It was a party game.
It is a fucking family game. That's a family game.
Yes.
You could put anybody fucking family member in it and fucking get it.
My grandmother used to bowl.
Dude.
She used to do the bowling. She was 74 years old.
Rando fun fact. I used to work in an old folks home.
Yes.
And they have Wiis at old folks homes.
Yeah.
Still, even now, by the way. But I used to work there too long. Hold on. 6 years ago.
Okay.
There it is.
Okay.
I'm old.
Yeah.
I'm just doing a time frame of holy
we're
shit.
all old. Everybody's old.
Is this the podcast we're doing? We're all old. Everybody's old. Life sucks.
I didn't say that.
No, I know, but I'm just saying. Jesus Christ. Alright, so anyway, hold on. So to end on that note, here's what I wanted to say.
Yes.
Everybody check it out. Literally, just please check out the website. If you give a fuck about any of the games, vote.
Yeah.
Me personally, I would say literally vote for every single one. Literally vote all of the games.
I don't know if you can. I think you can only vote for 5.
You're gonna vote for 5? I heard that one. So
I was gonna yawn, so I just
vote for as many as you can.
Yes.
God forbid log in twice and fucking vote for the other ones.
Yep.
I'm just saying you should vote for all.
Yeah, they all deserve to be there. They are all
Definitely
extremely important.
Yeah, I was just gonna say the major thing is it's more important than you think. Right now it seems like it doesn't matter, but these are games that might not come back next year and might forever be out. And if you want to tell your grandkids about a really cool game, or God forbid take them to a fucking museum where everything now is virtual reality so kids laugh about this type of shit, you want these games to be in there.
Right.
Really.
And, I mean, the other thing, too, is they had other games that didn't make it to the finalists.
Yes.
Like EVE Online is a game that a lot of people voted up and never made it there. And there were a couple other, but I can't seem to find that webpage right now.
Yeah.
So you can actually go on and you can submit your own nomination.
Yeah.
And the more
you
people that upvoted get to the finalists, and then each video
and that's the start for next year.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the start for next year.
So the due date is
finalists-
February 28th of 2018 or 18th. It's February 28th or 18th. But you can go in and you can put them all on there, They actually make you answer a simple math question to prove that you're not a robot.
Yeah, to make sure
so,
you're not a robot.
Mine right now on the screen is 8 plus 0. So I'm pretty sure that's
the tricky one.
0.
Leave leave comments for what that possible math problem might be, so we can prove Jeremy's not a robot.
Yes.
Okay, so anyway, so after that, where we got Jeremy?
So the last piece of video game news is probably the biggest. Orisa in Overwatch.
Yeah, I wouldn't say the biggest compared to what we have, but it's
the biggest for us.
Yeah,
I think
biggest for day-to-day. Well, I don't know. Dark Souls tops it for me.
Okay.
Dark Souls is fucking like 85 compared to a scale of 1 to 10. You know?
Yeah, okay, all right, fair enough.
But
right.
Okay, so here's the thing: thoughts and opinions. Orisa's cool.
Yes.
Game type is whole settings and the mechanics she has is great.
Yep.
Here's my problem. Here's the only problem I have.
Yep.
I feel like she's only good when you have a good offensive push.
Yes.
And she's really you cannot. She's one of those characters where I still pick Reinhardt compared to her because Reinhardt is still a good character when your back's against the wall.
Yes.
Orisa is not.
Correct.
At all.
However, I will say this. Orisa she is mobile Reinhardt.
See, I disagree.
But here's why I'm saying that.
Okay.
She is only good if you have a good team backing you.
Yes.
Reinhardt is good no matter what. You can be by yourself.
Yes.
You can still survive.
Which is why I like
Orisa, you can't. So
Yep.
the reason that I say she's a mobile Reinhardt is because you can plant the shield and it'll stay there. So let's use Temple of Anubis as an example.
Got it.
So it's the first point.
Yep.
You're defending.
Well, both points are almost hallways.
Right. But let's say first point for image.
Yeah.
So first point, you're defending. You throw the shield down as Orisa right under the bridge.
Yep.
Because they're all making a push.
Yeah.
You go up on the side, you start raining things down, and then by the time the shield gets destroyed, another one's ready to pop. So you see everybody getting bashed. You run over real quick out of the line of fire, shoot another shield over, use your halt ability so you can't get pushed by the Reinhardt ult that's coming down, and then you fucking rain on people.
Now, here's where I hear you. I hear with what you're saying, but I still would just pick Reinhardt.
I would too.
Yeah.
But it
gives you the option. But it gives you the option. Absolutely.
If we need the extra firepower, plus if it's like, you're 95% to your Orisa ult.
Well, her Orisa ult is amazing.
Yeah, it's the last
her Orisa
10
ult
seconds.
Is one of the best.
And it's in overtime, and you're getting ready to go. You put that ult down, you mow everybody down, you win.
Her Orisa ult literally now, in my opinion, changes a potential overtime.
Oh, absolutely.
Potentially changes overtime.
I mean, if I play as Orisa, I don't use the ult until there's possibly an overtime.
Yeah.
Because
or unless you're doing that kind of last ditch effort on a push for a point. Yeah.
Because you need it.
Yeah.
It's not good anywhere else.
Yeah.
So, but she is officially out today in competitive.
Which I
didn't expect to happen.
So many people are going to get trashed in competitive for trying to play her. Because that was the one thing.
I thought they were going to go, hey, Season 4 is Orisa free, so we can keep everything the way it was without mid-season changes. But now we're going to have mid-season changes.
I'm not that worried.
I'm just upset that they didn't keep it simple. I wanted it to be similar where, when my placement matches, there wasn't an Orisa. Now I'm done with my placement matches. Now there's an Orisa. Which doesn't make that much of a difference. But Orisa's still so new that people don't know how to use her. I could have won more in my placement matches.
Oh, absolutely. Well, here's the thing. You got to play with the full squad. You got to play with full squad people. And if someone says they can lock down Orisa, you have to fucking know they play Orisa.
Yeah.
Because you're going to get so many fucking people who are like, oh, Orisa's fun. It's like, no, she's not. You have to play good.
Yeah, Orisa, you have to be good at Overwatch player.
Yeah.
2,
you have to be good at Overwatch.
You have to be good.
She's not a default easy character.
No, not
She
at
is a 3-star difficulty character.
You have to be strategic. You have to know tactics. You have to be good at the game.
You have to talk with your team.
You have to have a full squad.
You have to have a full squad. If you do not have every person co-aligned with where you're putting the shield, where they're giving you a healing buff, and where the fuck you're going to give them an alt range push, you have to... Also, here's what I was going to say, by the way, too, because I know you're saying mobile, but here's, as a counterpoint, what else pissed me off. I feel it is impossible for Orisa to win games unless you have a Lucio.
Yeah, because she's not fast.
Exactly. But what I'm saying, that's my problem. Don't get me wrong, you can put a shield and move around, but they need to give her more speed. The bitch has got 4 legs. You're telling me that bitch can't walk?
Also, I think it'd be cool if she had a higher jump.
Yeah, exactly. Like a gallop.
Give us I
would really love if, I don't know how they would do it right. I would love if the melee or one of her like other click abilities was a back hoof kick.
Oh, that'd be cool.
That'd be sick. And then it would launch them. Like a Junkrat mine or something. You know what I mean? Like gives that, or a Lucio bounce fucking thing. It gives like a pushback. I thought that'd be so cool. I wouldn't know how it would work though, but
I don't know. The other thing that I thought would be cool is the whole jumping thing. So let's just say, Hanzo can climb up walls, Genji can climb up walls. So instead we give Orisa a jump that would let her be able to go, using Temple of Anubis for an example,
to that upper ledge.
That upper ledge.
It's like it's like a
jump high.
Yeah, it's like a jump and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that she can have more mobility because she's so slow.
Yeah, exactly.
Also, I think she'd be better if she had 500 health. 400 health, I don't think is enough. She gets mowed down way too quickly
by Bastion.
And stuff,
yeah. For somewhere a Bastion mows down that shield in 10 seconds.
Yes.
Flat.
Yeah, it only
or
has
like 5.
It only has 900 health.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like 5 seconds flat. It does
half
nothing. And that's the other thing too. I feel like Orisa isn't a. That's why I still like depend on Reinhardt and stuff, because like Orisa is not a sole tank.
No,
like just having Orisa, you need another tank. Whether that's Diva or Roadhog or Reinhardt or Winston.
Yes.
With that buff. Winston with the buff.
Orisa and Winston work very well together. Orisa and Reinhardt work very well together.
Well, here's the thing. Orisa complements tanks.
Yes.
Well, the problem I don't
like her and Roadhog together.
No, well, yeah, that combo is not good. You do Reinhardt and Roadhog.
Yeah.
Because then you do the shield, and then you hook through the shield, and then you bait him. Yeah. You're not going to get better than that.
Yeah.
But yet again, that's why I like Reinhardt. You just can't, like, because that's the thing. You gave me a different Reinhardt, which is good. Which is good. Like, I'm not arguing with that. And it's a good character. And listen, some people are playing her and love her. And I've seen some plays that are fucking amazing. Like, I can't think of, it's not Oasis. What is it's like the temple type map.
Temple of Anubis?
No, it's not Temple of Anubis, though. That's what I'm saying. It's like the one where it's like,
Nepal.
It's all snowy. No, snowy.
Yeah, Nepal.
No, Nepal's no, that's Numbani. Yeah, it is Nepal.
Yeah.
So in Nepal, the one where that temple is like in the inside, you're fighting for the point, you firing those alternate shots and warping them off the ledge, you timing those right, and even on any map, like even when you're doing the well and shit like that, like
or the other part of Ilios when you're on the there's like the thing and there's the
okay, for the listeners at home, you're gonna have to be a little more descriptive, kid. So on Ilios,
it's on Ilios. It's the point that's in the center, and you come in from both sides, and you can go down, and there's the little pool area.
Yes.
And you come up, and then you go into the thing, and then there's the health pack at the bottom.
The
watchtower.
The watchtower.
The lighthouse.
The lighthouse. It's the lighthouse. That one. Yeah. Where Fair's always bouncing her missiles and all that shit.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
But that's really cool, too, because Orisa's really good there, because you can do those pulley shots, and you can lock her down.
Yes.
So she can take a Pharah jump missile and also bounce half the fucking team out because they get warped over. Yeah. It's interesting. She's a good character. But I totally agree. They took out her maximum clip size, because I do agree. I thought it was way too long, because I've never hit a point with Orisa where I ran out of ammo.
Yeah.
In a gunfire. So yeah, but they need to buff her health.
Yep.
Her health needs a buff. It is way too small, because she can't do anything by herself at all. Right. And that's the problem. Like with tanks, she's a more supportive tank, but even still, like Reinhardt, half his fucking mobility is being a fucking shield for the team. But if you fucking put a Reinhardt one-on-one, you can't guarantee you're going to win that fight. There's no guarantee you're going to win.
Oh, right.
With Orisa, it's almost guaranteed if you pin an Orisa alone, you're going to beat her. That's what I don't like. I don't like any character where if you pin them by themselves, it's a guaranteed win. I don't think that should be an option for any Overwatch character.
Yeah.
I think any Overwatch character pinned 1v1 with any other Overwatch character, there should be a potential for either Overwatch character. I feel like Orisa does not have that option yet.
Right.
That's annoying. So, anyway,
agreed.
I just want to say that.
So, that's all we have for games.
Yes. Which was quite a bit.
Yeah, an hour and 40 minutes worth. So, we have a couple other things to talk about real quick. One being that Naruto ended.
Yes.
So, Nick, that's your more of your forte.
It's sad to say the least. But, I mean, I'm glad it did. I mean, Boruto's kind of kicking in now, so that'll be cool. The manga's starting next month. I don't know the specific date right now, which is awful. Yeah, I mean, it's fucking bananas. I mean, it's Shonen's... I mean, Jesus Christ, it's one of Shonen's longest running series of all time. Obviously not counting One Piece, because One Piece is never going to fucking die. But yeah, I mean, it's really just sad. It's one of the it's forever going to be one of my favorite animes of all time, or mangas, or any, like, I mean, I love the manga as much as I love the anime. That's another one. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, you have the classic shonen filler, but I mean, Jesus Christ, if anybody, I mean, Jesus, if anybody has watched any type of anime and you haven't fucking watched it, believe me, fucking please watch it.
Believe it.
Yeah, that's like, I was doing it subtle, but thank you. But thank you. But yeah,
had to make sure I was there for it.
Character development's amazing. Rivalry, one of the best rivalries in anime. Power of friendship gets put in, but never enough to cloud you out of it. Epic fights. Epic fucking fights. Yeah, Sasuke, one of the coolest fucking characters.
Oh yeah.
Ever. Like, just ever.
My favorite's Kakashi.
Yeah, Kakashi's fucking amazing. And his backstory is one of the best. He has a fucking whole thing with all the shit late in Shippuden. Oh, it's so good. So good. But yeah, I mean, like I said, it's a good close chapter on it. It's very funny because the anime just ended. Yeah. But keep in mind, I bought like all the manga. So the manga ended last year. So I've actually been done with Naruto now for a while.
Right.
But yeah, but now even all the extra filler ended and stuff. And I did like what they did with the filler. Same classic thing though. They didn't need to do as much filler. But I am glad the way it ended. The only thing I will say out loud I would have liked to see, because at the end it's the Naruto and Hinata wedding. Yeah. And I would have loved to actually see the wedding. They build up until the wedding and then stop right before the wedding starts. I would have liked to actually see the wedding. That's the only fucking thing. And maybe they will in Boruto, but I don't think so. Yeah. And it won't have as much impact.
Oh, no, not at all.
But, I guess that is, and that's even the direction too. They end it there for the anime. They end it there on the anime. But yeah. It's just it's a good. It ended at just the right time. I mean, technically, if I'm going to be 100% honest, the anime should have ended a year ago. But it ended. Yeah. I'm glad it did. They put out everything, all the fillers and everything else. You've now got the full Naruto story. Now, the only thing I'm just praying to God is Boruto is at least half as good. Yeah. Which it's and also for people who are a little bit nervous, like myself, though, the one thing that puts me at ease, I've been doing some research on it. All the original creators of Naruto are doing this. Everybody. Every original artist, creator, everything. There's maybe 2 or 3 new people, but everyone old from the original Naruto and Shippuden are at least working on Boruto at minimum for at least 1 year. Yeah. So they are making sure that this project gets started off the way that they want to, and it keeps going for enough time that the readers can get into it properly. Right. So I do just want to fucking throw that out there. Also on a side anime note, sorry, I'll just go in on anime for a little bit.
Go for it.
What was I gonna say? Oh, My Hero Academia Season 2 just dropped on Funimation. Not the whole thing, but the episodes just started. One really cool thing I love about that anime... Well, I'm not going to talk about the anime actually in particular, but a feature of it that I think is cool. Funimation's been backing it because it's really good, first of all. But Funimation's backing it so much where it's doing a thing called simuldub, where the dub comes out literally within 24 hours of the sub. All of the voice acting in Japan side and US is all being done at the same time.
That's cool.
Which is really cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
So it's not one of those things where you're hearing it 10 years later in English. So that's pretty cool. Also, that's really cool. As a buyer and collector of a million fucking different things, there's just 2 or 3 big DVD releases that I want to talk about for anime. Code Geass, which is my second favorite anime of all time next to Trigun. But that's for personal vendetta reasons. But Code Geass is if I didn't have a personal tie with Trigun, Code Geass would easily be my number one. Code Geass is doing a side off series that came out as an OVA for, I think it was 6 episodes if I'm not mistaken. Came out with an OVA, Agido the Exiled. It's finally, after 6 fucking years, it's finally getting a US release on Blu-ray and DVD combo. Same thing, Funimation's producing it, which is the original creator of Code Geass. Could not be more ecstatic. I've honest to God, since the series ended, I've been waiting for this shit to come out. Not to mention, Code Geass is still, for everybody who cares, Code Geass is still coming out with a new series. So people
cool.
who are diehard fans or people that want to start getting into it, now's the time, because by the time you really do watch all the 52 episodes, new shit is coming out. And it's perpetually coming out, which is great. Like, we're getting this Agito the Exiled, plus we're going to get a whole new series, which hopefully is good. I'm actually a little bit nervous on it because I love it so much, so I don't want them to fuck it up. Big O, for anybody who's a diehard Adult Swim fan, Big O is finally getting a Blu-ray proper DVD combo release for a good price. It was marked on Crunchyroll last time I checked for about $75, which sounds big.
Yeah.
Here's where the price gets way better. Right now on Amazon today, the 28th.
Yep.
The 28th, you can pre-order it with non-picture shown. And it sounds really silly to say that, but I'm just telling you it's a legit thing. You can pre-order on Amazon for $40. It's season 1 and 2, which is 52 episodes. That is good money for what you're buying. I'm just giving everybody a heads up. If that sounds like overpriced, you don't buy fucking anime. And that's fine. And then that's not the option for you. But for anybody who knows what I'm saying, pre-order this shit today. It will fucking matter. Because I guarantee you before that thing comes out, that will be $160.
Yeah.
Like, retail price. Guaranteed. And the last thing was something I was actually really hyped for last year that came out. Was another anime, Adult Swim-esque anime called Outlaw Star. I don't know if you heard of it at all. It's very cool. It is in that whole, the best way I can describe it, it's a very whole space cowboy-esque. Literally, like, I mean, honest to God, if you took, like, Cowboy Bebop, Trigun, and kind of had, like, if those are AAA, just make this an A title. It's not bad by any standard. It's still amazing, but I just wouldn't put it in that upper echelon.
Right.
But it's in my top 5. Cool. To put that in perspective for you. So I love that. It got a Blu-ray DVD release last year, which I was going to buy it. I was actually going to buy the collectors. The collectors was like $100, comes with like a bunch of extra content. I was all for it. The problem is it only came out in Europe. Not in Japan.
Europe.
Only Europe.
Wow.
And I don't know if you know this about some anime with Blu-ray DVD release. I don't know if you... Well, let me even say this. I don't know if you know about some European Blu-ray DVDs. Nope. In general, not just anime. Most of them you can't play. You cannot play in a U.S. Blu-ray player.
Oh, wow.
They are region locked.
That's interesting.
And what's funnier is the Blu-ray players aren't region locked. The fucking discs are Blu-ray locked.
Oh.
For regions. Which is bananas.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
That's crazy. But fun fact, it's a real thing. I've known it. I've bought Blu-ray DVDs from Europe and got them imported. They do not work, and then I had to look into it and figure out why. Because a bunch of people were buying the Outlaw Star DVD and they weren't working. Yeah. And then it was like, yep, here's why. Finally, it is coming out to the States. Coming out, at least for right now, it's staged for September. Actually, this sounds really silly. I actually think it's coming out sooner. So be on it. Like right now, we're looking at right at the end of March. I believe, and this is just me personally, I think this shit's dropping in June. Oh, wow. Right now, you can snipe this shit up. Same thing. It's 26 episodes. It's not as much as Big O, but right now you can snipe it on Amazon for right about $40. It's same thing. Collectors is 100. Standard is 40. It sounds like a lot for people that give a fuck about it. Do it now, because the same thing. Let me put this in perspective.
It'll go up in price.
Yeah. I bought Outlaw Star on DVD for $40, regular DVD, when it was the OVA like Master Collection. So I bought that for $40. Currently, if you look on Amazon right now, it is at minimum $200.
Jesus.
Yeah. And it's not going down because the Blu-ray's coming out. Yeah. It only goes up in price because it's even harder to find. Right. You know what I mean? That's what's weird about anime. It's like you would think, like, you know, like with Pops or stuff, like if it gets vaulted, then it's a bigger deal. Right. But like, no, DVD, it's like, even so, what's funnier is some people look for certain DVDs because some are OVA cuts and some aren't, and like some include the bonus episodes, some don't. Some have exclusive interviews with directors, some don't. So it's like, so that's what's even funnier. It sounds really silly because like there's some I'm gonna have, like Outlaw Star as an example. I'm gonna have it on DVD and Blu-ray, and probably not get rid of DVD. You know what I mean? So who knows? Anyway, just want to chime in on that. Thought it was kind of a big deal. Anybody who's listening to anime, please.
Anime is a big part of people that listen.
Yes, I would hope so.
Yeah. So, last thing is a couple movies. Mm-hmm. So I do want to go really in on some of these, which we won't have a whole lot of time to do today.
We'll speed around it.
But yeah, so we'll
for now.
Yeah, we'll talk around them a little bit. Mm-hmm. Next episode, probably gonna start with movies. Yeah. Because there's a lot to talk about. Mm-hmm. But brushing over a couple things.
Just to at least update.
You and I saw Power Rangers.
Yes, we did.
Power Rangers is great.
So fucking
Power Rangers is a lot of fun.
Good. It's fun. That's the best way to describe it. Yeah. It's fun. please, I mean, like, I'm dead serious. There's a couple hardcore fans, and I would consider myself a hardcore Power Ranger fan.
Me too.
I don't like when people are like, oh my god, it doesn't pay. Like, stop. It's fun. That's what Power Rangers is.
It's a reimagining.
Exactly.
And it's okay that it's a reimagining.
Please just fucking enjoy it.
How many times has Power Rangers changed nowadays? And
That's what I'm saying.
You know, Power Rangers now isn't that great on the TV shows. It's not like it was back then.
But I'm even saying, even back then, if people look at it back then, you go, holy fuck, this is tough to watch.
Yeah.
And this is coming from a guy who loves old episodes and watch it, but, like, you can't watch 10 fucking episodes in a row and go, I'm watching this seriously, because you go, Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
But the movie is...
The movie's good.
It's great.
It's really good. There's a little bit, like, the only minor complaint, there's, like, a lot of backstory, but it's worth it.
Yeah. And there are
shit's happening.
a couple cliches that didn't need to be there. Like,
yes.
Jason says morphin time.
Yes,
Doesn't
exactly.
need that.
Yeah.
And then when they do the song in the movie at one point.
That was good, though.
Yeah, but I don't think they needed the words. I thought it would be cool with just the music.
Yeah, but...
But... I mean, everything else.
It was a classic, especially though too, because we felt in the theater. I felt that was like the time to applaud, and especially when they first walk up morphed.
Yes.
That was like, I was waiting for people to start applauding.
Yeah.
Honestly, I was like kind of looking around, going like, I'm surprised nobody's clapping their hands.
Yeah.
I was gonna clap.
But people were clapping during the song,
yes,
and it was great.
Yes. But it was super fun. It's really cool. Major interesting thing, 6-part movie series.
And I can't wait for the second one.
Yes.
I cannot wait.
It's gonna be good.
Especially now that apparently Tommy's gonna be a girl. There's a petition to make Tommy a girl.
Which isn't gonna happen though.
No.
Because they already said at the end of the post credits. I don't give a shit about spoiling this at this point. It's already way gone.
Well, they said Tommy Oliver.
Yeah.
Tommy could be a girl's name.
Get the fuck out of here.
That's the petition that they're going with.
Stop.
Yep. They're like, Tommy could be a girl's name.
Stop. I want to talk about something, but I feel like it's going to spoil it, so we're going to bring it up next week.
Yep.
Here, we'll lightly... Oh, damn it, I don't like lightly surfacing over stuff. This is awful.
Yeah, no, we can't.
Okay, so hold on. So we're giving everybody a heads up. Next week, when we talk about movies...
We're spoiling the shit out of Power Rangers.
Well, not spoiling the shit out of it. There's just like an intro thing in the beginning of the Power Rangers movie that I do want to talk about. And we've actually speculated about this already. So actually, if you've been putting the pieces together, this is already kind of a thing.
Yeah.
So all I'm saying is Green was already a girl. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. So I don't know why the fuck people are petitioning it, because it already happened.
Right. But they want it
again.
A girl. Yeah.
I don't see why. Why? Because then Green fucks Red? And then that fan fiction happens that everybody wanted?
Yeah, but then Tommy can't be with Kimberly.
Or they could, because they could be lesbians.
Yeah, but... Kimberly's not a lesbian.
Not yet.
No. Well,
sequel.
Okay. All right.
No, if anything,
we're going too far.
No, if anything, Tommy would be banging Trini.
Yeah.
In this one.
Yeah.
But her name's her name's not Trini in this one.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, no, it is. Yeah,
they just don't call her Trini.
Yes.
They call her Trini.
Crazy girl.
Yeah, crazy girl.
Yes, crazy girl.
And Trini. Trini.
Is
that what they call her?
Trinity.
I don't know.
The Matrix.
Yeah. But Power Rangers is good. Go see it.
Yes, please go see it.
Go see it. It is a lot of fun.
It's good for everyone.
Yeah.
Like, as long as you even surface value look at Power Ranger and go, cool, like, you don't have to be in depth. It's new.
Yeah.
Check it out.
It's new. It is a lot of fun. There's a lot of newer music in it too, which I thought was great. Good newer music. Yes.
Music where usually I would hear
Fits in the Tantrums.
Yeah. Like usually if I heard shit in these type of movies, like in like Amazing Spider-Man 2, I was like fucking stab me in the face.
It also felt very reminiscent of when Mighty Morphin Power Rangers had like Van Halen in it.
Yes.
Like it was the same kind of thing. It was relevant music. It was
all I'm saying, I'm dead serious though. Because they haven't introduced the White Ranger, and obviously they're doing Tommy, so they're probably going to do, like, Green first.
Yep.
If they do not fucking play White Ranger Tiger Power, I'm going to I'm going to give it a 0 out of 10. Out the gate. Listen, I'm telling you, if they do not play White Ranger Tiger Power, that fucking song, that song is pure fun. Get out of it. Stop. Jeremy's fucking trolling. Everybody don't listen.
Yes, I don't want to.
Stop. Nobody wants Ooze.
No, Ooze can go away.
Excuse me, sir. His name is Ivan. Ivan Ooze.
Yeah, Ivo Robotnik, whatever.
Yeah, it's Robotnik.
Okay, so a couple other things moving on from Power Rangers.
Mm-hmm.
So Thor Ragnarok got a new image leaked, which was pretty cool. We've also seen set photos from that now.
Yeah, Planet Hulk's like the actual thing. I mean, we always knew that, but now it's like official. He is wearing like the legit Planet Hulk stuff that even looked like in the comics. So they really are doing that
close.
He's got
the battle axes.
Yep.
So that's pretty cool. Really excited for that. James Gunn, the director of Guardians of the Galaxy, said that the trailer for Thor Ragnarok is the best trailer done from a Marvel Studios film yet.
Well, and also too,
which is really cool.
Well, like you said in, I don't think it was the last podcast. I think it was in just episode 6. You literally brought up too that they're really utilizing Thor.
Yes.
Like, you know what I mean? They're really giving him character in this one. I think that's the most
other
important.
thing too is now that the whole Marvel Cinematic Universe has been established, we can start seeing different team ups like Thor and Hulk that we couldn't.
Which are interesting.
More fun.
I was about to say, which I think is going to be good. I think it's a good dynamic.
I think this year is going to have a lot of fun movies. Power Rangers, Thor, Guardians, Spider-Man.
I think Marvel's going to fucking crush it.
Yeah, well, Disney's going to crush it.
Yeah,
because look at how good Beauty and the Beast is doing. Yes. It's in the top 10 opening box office weekends
ever.
Yeah. So it's pretty.
It's
It's pretty great. So that was, I didn't see it yet. I'm waiting until the hype dies down a little bit. So there's that. There's Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, which got a new trailer.
Yep.
Which uses The Chain by Fleetwood Mac in the first trailer, and then the international one is Suffragette City.
Yeah.
So I'm loving the music that James Gunn's picking, and I knew he would do it.
That's always good. He's always picking good shit.
Yeah. They also said that Guardians of the Galaxy 2 will have the biggest special effect created in the history of film.
Which is bananas.
Which is ego, I'm assuming.
Oh, okay.
It's gotta be. They're gonna fight a planet. So now the other thing is we have now seen that Sylvester Stallone's in the movie, as well as the one guy from Smallville whose name I can never remember.
Yep.
But both of them are going to play key cosmic character roles, and it's now being speculated that Sylvester Stallone is an older Nova, and this new guy is a younger Nova. The other thing, though, is Kurt Russell and Sylvester Stallone have now been confirmed to have their characters appearing again throughout the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Which means Ego's not dying, unlike every other Marvel villain. And Sylvester Stallone's mystery role is probably going to be Nova, because we're probably going to see them again, which is really cool. Super excited. There's also now a possibility, there's a rumor that Jeff Goldblum is showing up in Guardians of the Galaxy 2, because he's...
he's the Collector's brother.
So we might see him. That might be like the post-credit scene, which would be really cool. It's also been now confirmed that Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 is in fact happening. James Gunn may or may not direct it. He'll let us know soon.
He better.
He better.
I think he will. I don't think he even wants to let it go.
Yeah. Well, the other thing too, it depends. He did state before, especially with the Belko experiment, that he is tired. He is just physically tired. So him having a job very similar to the Russo brothers, where the Russo brothers went from Civil War to Infinity War, he's going from directing Guardians 2 to being an executive producer for Infinity War. So he does have a whole schedule lined up. So it depends on how much he wants to take on, because I know he has other stuff he wants to do. And his other stuff is great. James Gunn.
But I'm just saying, he kills it.
He does great.
I even feel like right out the gate, though, if James Gunn isn't doing it, I'm not going to like it as much. And that sounds awful to say, but you know what I mean? Like,
the only way I think I'd like it as much is if, like, the Russo brothers did it, or if the director from Thor Ragnarok's going to do it. I can never pronounce his name, so I'm not...
I know, I know exactly what you're talking about.
But, I mean, I have a feeling Thor Ragnarok's going to be amazing.
Really
and if he can get the form of humor that we're looking for in Guardians, he took on Guardians 3, I'd be okay.
Yes. We'll check it out. We'll see. We'll see.
Another quick tidbit, we got some images from the Tomb Raider movie.
Which look good. Look very promising. Look very Tomb Raider-y, which when I saw the casting for her, I'm not going to lie, I didn't see it. I didn't see it at first.
I did.
I'm glad, because I did not. I was very nervous.
I was very glad with who they picked.
I saw, it sounds shitty to say, but I really just saw, like, generic brunette. I'm like, I don't know if this is going to pull off. And then I saw the setting and then the images. I was like, I am behind this now. This is Tomb Raider.
I'm actually surprised they gave her a very video game
old school.
Yes.
I was surprised too. I'm surprised they didn't make it more modern like how the new Tomb Raiders did.
Because she has like the facial expressions almost as like the reboot. But she has clothes and an appearance very similar to the original, which I thought the movie was being based off the reboot.
That's what I thought. Well, because the reboots look way more realistic and movie-esque, unless this bitch is taking 2 pistols to dinosaurs like in fucking 2.
Maybe.
Who the hell knows? Or no, that was 3. Sorry, that was 3.
Oh yeah, that was 3.
That was 3.
So 2 very big movie things we're gonna brush over a little bit,
and then go fucking ham
on the next podcast, because I can't say everything I want in half an hour on these.
Nope.
And I kind of want to cut it before half an hour because it's currently 10 of midnight. But there's so much I want to say about these next 2 things. So I'll say a little bit. We'll keep on the trend with Marvel.
Yep.
So we got a new Spider-Man trailer today.
Yes, we did.
It looks incredible.
It looks amazing.
It looks very spoilery.
Well, no, it is spoilery.
It
is spoilery.
We discussed this before the podcast.
Well, yeah, because here's the thing. So I brought this up, and we'll go in more later. But the thing is, if you do, and this is a forewarning for anybody who hasn't watched it yet. If you're going to watch the second trailer, you are going to know the entire plot line. And literally, it is a synopsis of the movie.
Yeah.
It is literally like every 10 seconds, you're getting the most important scene, in my opinion, out of the movie.
Yep.
And you can literally compile what the entire fucking movie is.
And in the other times that you're not getting the important scene in the movie, you're getting the key dialogue that sets you up for what the plot is.
Yes.
Because all that's on the background of everything else that's going on.
Also, by the way, too, this is still speculation because it's not spoilers because the movie didn't come out yet. So I can kind of talk about this for a sec. I swear to fucking God, if he beats Vulture by fucking... Vulture goes through the fucking jet engine and then he pulls the jet engine to land, I'm fucking done.
Yep.
That is what's gonna happen, and I'm mad because the fucking trailer just showed me the whole thing.
Yep.
So I don't know how I feel about it. And then also too, like,
although they could be duping us and that could just be like a battle in the middle. Because
they very well could.
In the trailer, Tony takes away the suit that he made for Peter.
Yep.
He could give it back by the end. So the fight.
Well, I think he is gonna give it back by the end.
Right.
But I think that part though, he's still in the hood.
Yeah.
Doing his thing. I think right after. I think it's gonna be that thing too because they even showed more, which made me mad again. The whole cool part about the first trailer was you stopped and one of the last parts was Peter holding the fucking boat together.
Yep.
Via webs. They fucking showed Iron Man already coming in.
Yep.
And listen, and I thought that was gonna happen anyway, but it would have been better to wait for when the fucking movie came.
That being said, though, I think that's gonna be really early in the movie.
Well, no, that's the introduction to Vulture.
Oh yeah, I guess that. Yeah.
Yes,
yeah,
because that's where he's gonna go. Yeah. What are you doing, kid? Yeah. Like, what are you doing? Yeah.
Yeah.
See, we're already talking about how the fuck this is set up because the trailer's set up that way.
Now, keep in mind though, and this is where I want to go off on my huge tangent that I'm going to touch on a little bit.
Okay.
This was Sony. This wasn't Marvel.
I know.
Sony made the trailer.
Yes.
Sony put out the trailer.
Yes.
Sony are being fucking douchebags.
And Sony's dumb as shit. Yeah.
So, for anybody that's not caught up on current events with Sony and Marvel, Sony announced that in the fall of next year, October of 2018, we're going to have a Venom movie.
Yep.
This fall, it's going to start production. That sounds incredible, especially since it's listed as a rated R science fiction horror movie.
Yep.
That sounds absolutely incredible.
But
here's the problem.
Yeah.
It's not part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Yeah.
It is something completely different. Yep. It's going to be in a cinematic universe featuring Venom and Black Cat and Silver Sable having their own movie. Yep. But today it got even worse as they announced that after the sequel from Spider-Man Homecoming, which now we know there's going to be a second one, if Sony wanted to take Marvel out of the cinematic universe, they have every right to do so. Which means...
if they have the right to take Spider-Man.
What did I say?
You said Marvel.
Yes. If Sony wanted to take Spider-Man out of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, they could.
Yes.
And put him in this weird universe that they're creating with Venom, using the same actor, but I don't know if it'll have the same memories, the same thing. It'll be a whole new thing. Venom could have existed before Spider-Man. I don't know what their plan is. Their plan is ridiculous. It's trashy. I'm not excited. And Sony needs to just die.
Here's the thing. No, here's the biggest problem. As a company, I get it. I get where they're coming from. I really do. Here's the problem. They need to understand that the fans are getting fucked over. And ultimately, this is for the fans. And Marvel. And this is partially Marvel's fault, too.
Yes.
Because Marvel gypped them on a couple different things, which is why they're pulling this. Yeah. But here's the thing. Marvel and Sony need to both suck it the fuck up and team up. And really team up. And get a contract going again. And get this shit going in a proper direction. Because Marvel's proved that they don't need anybody else. They got it.
However, Spider-Man Homecoming, it's a Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Yes, it is.
It is a Sony film. Sony is getting 80%. The contract is 80% of the profits.
Yeah.
And then there's a weird deal with Infinity War that for all the time that Spider-Man is shown on film...
Sony gets money.
No.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah.
But no. No, that's not
what you're bringing up. I got it.
So for all the time that Spider-Man is on screen for Infinity War, it will be adjusted separately. So let's just say that that's 36 minutes. So they need to adjust for how much time 36 minutes took out of the film based off of profit based off of what their gross was versus how much they paid Tom Holland, and then Marvel gets 60%. Marvel gets 40%. Sony gets 60%.
Damn.
Then for Sony's movie, Sony gets 80% and Marvel gets 20%. So Sony is still making an incredible amount of money on this. But let's just say Spider-Man brings in, I don't know, $600 million globally.
Yeah.
Sony gets 80% of that.
Yeah.
That's still a lot for Marvel.
Oh, yeah.
But let's just say Marvel gets the 40% from the 36 minutes he's in Infinity War. The rest of the movie is going to be $2 billion.
Yeah.
Marvel takes it all home.
Yep.
So, in the end, yeah, maybe somebody's getting shot in the foot, but Sony needs to understand that they're still making enough profit off of this, and they don't know what they're doing if they're trying to make two separate universes.
No, yeah,
because they're trying to be Fox.
Yeah.
Fox has had Fantastic Four and X-Men for how long?
Yeah.
Obviously, they goofed with Fantastic Four, but they got X-Men right.
They got X-Men right.
Yeah.
And I don't think they got X-Men right originally.
No, I think they did with Days of Future Past. I think was okay. Apocalypse was really good. Logan is really good.
I didn't like Apocalypse.
Well,
that was just me.
To each his own. But either way,
Days of Future Past was great though.
Sony failed twice with Spider-Man.
Yes.
And now they still want to create this extended universe that doesn't include Spider-Man, that one day will include Spider-Man, but base it off of Spider-Man who's not there.
And also the other thing is too, which I already
Makes me want to pull my hair out.
Well, what I don't like is I thought this whole Spider-Man thing was supposed to be more of like him in the high school years really still trying to figure it out. It doesn't look like that at all. It just yet again looks like classic. Like I'm sorry, but this is just what it looks like. Because there is a lot more above stuff going on. Yes, it is in high school, and we haven't seen everything. Right. So I'm not being ignorant, but I'm just saying from what they are showing, it just kind of looks like the classic thing again, where it's like, oh fuck, I wish I could do the cool high school shit, but I'm too busy trying to prove to fucking Tony Stark that I'm goddamn a cool adult Spider-Man.
No.
It's like, just stop. Like, I'm sorry, and this is just what already ticks me off, and I get they're trying to do like, Marvel comic book cliche thing. I don't need Tony Stark to be Peter Parker's dad.
No.
And he's doing the whole dad look up to me thing. And it's just like, just fucking stop.
However, the whole high school thing, it's a coming of age film. It wasn't supposed to be high school trying to do high school and trying to do this and do that. It's more of, and we're going to see a lot of this in the film because you can tell by the trailer.
Yes.
We're going to see a lot of Peter questioning himself.
Yes.
And what he's doing, where he's at, why he's there, and
well, does he really want to be a part of it? Yeah, exactly.
Right. And that, I think, is what they're really going to focus on when it comes to the coming of age part, which I'm super excited about. I think that's going to be great.
I think it's cool. It's just like, fuck. I just
wish we would have seen that before.
I just don't think Spider-Man is that fucking hard, and I just feel like nobody fucking does it right. Nope. And I'm sorry. Like, just give me fucking...
Here's
give me the love triangle between Gwen Stacy and fucking Mary Jane.
Yep.
Get a fucking Green Goblin, put in a fucking Harry Osborn that fucking matters and has real problems, and make him a fucking nerdy piece of shit that also makes bad decisions, but like, he's a part of it, and fucking have a Black Cat that fucking matters, and get fucking relationships and struggles and fucking Spider-Man. That's it.
The problem is that they don't mind recasting heroes. They don't mind reusing heroes. They don't mind rebooting heroes.
Yeah.
They do mind reusing and rebooting villains.
Yeah.
Which is why we're getting the Tinkerer, Shocker, and Vulture for Spider-Man's first Marvel outing.
Yeah,
Whereas
which isn't great.
It could have been the Green Goblin. It could have been Venom. It could have been Doc Ock. It could have been Mysterio. But no.
Mysterio would have been sick.
The Vulture, which
is still good.
The Vulture's still great.
And the way they're making him seem is really good. Like, he's definitely a threat.
He also has almost a Norman Osborn type of vibe to him.
Oh, yeah.
Because he's younger than Adrian Toomes is in the comics. I mean, he's dirt fucking old.
Mm-hmm.
So now he's not quite that old. He's more
not dirt fucking old.
He's not dirt fucking old. No. He's
not a terrible descriptive term.
Okay.
Dirt fucking old.
Yes, but Adrian Toomes in the comics, he starts
I hope I'm with you next time you read a fucking book. Damn, Dumbledore's dirt fucking old. Like, shit.
No, that's not, no. Man. He starts out as a 77-year-old criminal.
I know.
He's...
Dirt fucking old.
He's dirt fucking old.
Dirt fucking old.
So
I just never heard you say that. That was just really funny. Those adjectives set up together were great.
Dirt fucking old.
Yep. So anyway, Vulture.
So yeah, I'm not going into the rest of that now.
I still would love
It's
to
a
see,
whole-
and also too. I mean, you've seen Sony go balls out effects with fucking Electro and shit. I don't know why they don't do it with Mysterio. Just fucking do illusions. Fucking just get like an Inception setup with fucking Mysterio.
Yeah, and just put like Spider-Man like in like a warehouse going to search for Mysterio, and then all of a
That's it.
sudden there's fucking mirrors everywhere. You can't get out.
Exactly,
There's a
like
whole big
anything.
thing, and then
You could
Mysterio's
you
here
could
and
do
there, and
anything. You could, and also have.
he doesn't even need the fucking fishbowl.
No, he doesn't. But the fishbowl's cool.
Yeah, but he doesn't need it. We can do it without it.
I'd like
It's
the
fine.
No, you need the fishbowl because that's the whole point about Mysterio. You don't know who he is.
Well, yeah, but
It's a mystery. What are you gonna do? Put a big fuck question mark?
No,
on?
they
You
could
need the
just-
fishbowl.
they could use shadows in the beginning.
No.
Yes.
You need the fishbowl. That's one. No, that is one thing I'll fight over.
Okay.
Shocker. You don't need his fucking outfit.
No.
Mysterio, you need the fucking ball. You can give him a different outfit overall. You keep that fucking orb globe thing. You keep it. I better not see his face in it.
Well, see, the only problem is the way they're going to do it is they're going to do it like they did fucking Arnim Zola in Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
When they go and find him and he's in a fucking computer. They're just going to have his fucking head as a glass ball with like a projection inside. It's going to be stupid.
No, but see, that's what I'm saying. I don't want a projection. I just want smoke in the ball.
Yeah, but they're not going to do that because
So-
they're Sony.
That would make sense.
Yeah,
That's
they're
all.
not going to do it.
Yeah, I just want smoke in the ball.
Moving on to something else I'm angry about.
Yes.
Justice League.
You can't be mad about it yet. We don't
Okay.
know what it is yet. We just
Fine.
know that DC has been failing with movies.
Yes, and
This looks like it's going to follow the trend.
I maybe not. Maybe not.
Maybe not.
Here's the problem, and we mentioned this a little bit before.
Mm-hmm.
None of the characters have a backstory.
Nope.
As of yet, they might all get backstory.
Also,
in the movie.
Wonder Woman's getting one, but it's in
Yeah.
World War II. That's
Yeah.
not a backstory for me.
Yeah.
That's like a
And
fucking
this
Golden
movie-
Age comics backstory.
This
You know
movie
what-
could be 3 hours long.
Well, and also, and like, here's the thing. You're going over character interactions and stuff, and from what it seems, at least in the trailer, from what it implies, is either they're intentionally leaving out Superman already coming back early, or Superman's not coming back until near the end.
Here's what I think. Justice League is part 1 and part 2.
Yeah.
I don't think we're getting Superman in part 1 at all.
Yeah, he's gonna show
I
up
think
just
part 1
he's
is
gonna
going to
show
be
up
them trying to wake him up.
He's gonna show up right at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I think too. But here's the thing.
But I don't even think he's going to fight in the end. I think he's going to be like the post-credit scene.
Here's what I need. I need Batman to have a full in-depth character development.
Yes.
Because if he's the one who's interacting with these motherfuckers and trying to be friendly, especially with like the Flash and shit like that.
Which has way too many special effects. We don't need all that lightning for him to run down the fucking street.
Yeah, you don't need lightning. I do think the fights are going to be cool with him though.
Yes.
I'm very excited for those.
But I don't need lightning for him to run him half a mile.
Yeah.
We don't need all that. It's
You don't
not
need
a fucking
light. Yeah, you don't
thunderstorm.
need light. Yeah, I agree. You don't need lightning constantly. But yeah, I need more development. I need a backstory, and not a fucking backstory of his fucking parents dying. I need a backstory of what happened to Robin. Why the fuck is he so callous and such a fucking dick? You know what I mean? Like,
Obviously, him and Gordon have backstory. I want to see that explored.
with
I almost said J.K. Rowling.
J.R.R. Martin. No, I'm doing J.R.R. Martin like a fucking shit.
J.K. Simmons.
Yes, thank you.
I just almost said J.K.
Okay,
Rowling.
Oh yeah, Rowling. Yeah. Yes. J.K. Simmons.
Oh my god.
Good lord.
But yeah, and I mean, I think Cyborg's going to be cool. I think Aquaman's going to be cool.
And they're doing Cyborg's backstory,
Yes, which is cool.
which is good.
We're going to get a little bit of Barry Allen's backstory with
Yep.
him and his dad in prison.
I also think they're doing. I get trying to make Aquaman cool, and they're doing a kind of cool job, but I think they're going way overboard.
I also think, based off the trailer, I think Aquaman is just going to sound stupid the entire movie.
Yeah,
Because-
like that was like literally when he fucking jumps off the Batmobile.
Yeah.
Like, you got it, fishy. Yeah. When he
That-
fucking goes and punches the fucking thing.
But I feel like
What the
I feel like
fuck?
all of the dialogue between Batman and Aquaman is going to feel forced.
Well, here's the problem. Aquaman's gonna be Thor.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Aquaman's gonna be Thor.
Yep.
And that's what we're getting.
Yep.
We're getting Thor in the movie.
Yep. Oh yeah. I mean, Aquaman's
Thor
going to
of
be
the
Thor.
ocean.
Yeah. Absolutely. 100%.
Mhm.
Because I mean,
Flash.
Yep. Got
Flash is gonna be Quicksilver.
it. No.
Yes.
No.
But not German.
Russian.
No, but I'm not
close
just.
enough.
Yeah, true. But you know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
gonna have those quips though and stuff. I think Flash is gonna be cool.
I just wish that they would have waited to do Justice League, and I understand why they're doing it. They need the strategy, but I want Green Lantern. I want Martian Manhunter. I want the tower.
Also, why are they not making? I mean, this sounds really like silly to say out loud. Why isn't Flash a ginger? He's a ginger in like almost all of the comics. I'm sorry, like I'm just saying that, like I'm just realizing that out loud. Because even the TV adaptation.
Yeah, the TV adaptation, he's got brown hair.
Yeah.
Which Kid Flash has brown hair.
Yes.
Barry Allen's either been a ginger or he's been blonde.
Yes.
He has never had brown or dark hair.
Never had brown or dark hair.
So both fucked it up.
But yeah, that's what I'm saying. And that's where I was
Even
just
the original Flash, when John Wesley Shipp played him. I can't say that. John Wesley Shipp.
You almost said Wesley Snipes. And then I know. Yeah,
John Wesley Snipes.
Yeah. But no, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know why they've never done that. It's one of the most obvious features of the Flash.
Yep.
I mean, of course, he's like always in the costume, but
he's pale with freckles.
Yeah, like that's his whole point.
Now, in the Justice League TV show or the animated TV show, he's blonde, which is fine.
Mm-hmm.
But
yet again, that makes sense. That's what the fuck happens. Anyway, I don't know. But anyway, yeah, those are the brief touchings overs of movies. We will definitely go more into detail with them. Especially, I think, with, like, Justice League and shit. Hopefully they come out with at least some other type of tidbit in between this week and next week so we can
really
go in more.
And stop saying that Batman's canceled and not, and then not, and then is, and then not, and then Ben Affleck's a drunk.
And then Ben Affleck's either doing it or not doing it. Well, here's the thing. I think there's so many problems with it. I think that's why Ben Affleck threw his name in the hat of, I'm not going to do it.
Also, if listeners can't tell, I am a Marvel fan, die hard.
Well, hold on. Hold on.
Marvel movies.
Thank you. I was like, you're doing a scary thing right now.
Marvel
I was like,
movies.
Because I was just going to say, I was like, if we're comparing Marvel to DC, I'm sorry, like...
DC has better comics.
DC does have better comics. Overall.
Yes.
Overall.
Better comics and better games.
Yes. Like, for everybody, like, listening at home, my favorite comic of all time, like, getting into and really, like, following is Green Lantern.
Oh.
That's personally for me. It's Green Lantern, #1. Spider-Man is second. You know what I mean? So that's where for me I'm very torn in between. And then, you know, like Batman is like fucking amazing comics.
See, my favorite are completely opposite of yours. My top is Watchmen, and my second.
Oh, Watchmen's amazing. I love Watchmen's my favorite comic book movie of all time.
Well, I'm just talking comic books.
Yeah.
And then my second is Black Panther.
Oh, Black Panther.
Very different ones, but same thing. DC still trumps.
Yes, exactly. That's the thing. Yeah. Watchmen's on a whole nother plane of existence. See, the problem is Watchmen's one of my favorites, but I can't. It sounds really shitty to say, so bear with me here. I can't consider it like I don't put it on the list
as DC. Yeah.
No. I put it on the list as DC. No. Don't get that twisted. I don't put it on the list of like because I'm talking about like long-term series.
Okay.
Because Watchmen is almost like one
It's almost
segment.
like a limited run.
Yes, and I mean they have done now like, you know, the before Watchmen stuff, and like I said, I don't think it will ever top as my favorite comic book movie. I honestly God think it will always stay my #1 favorite.
Well, it's one of the only comic book movies that actually deserves like an Academy Award.
And that did it right. That went page by page like a fucking comic book movie should, and literally go, here's what happens. Flip the page. You can read along with the fucking book.
Yeah.
Honest to God. The only thing they change is the fucking Dr. Manhattan bomb instead of turning it from a bomb or uranium bomb essentially into the fucking octopus thing in the comics. But you can still follow it page by page. The events that happen and the bomb blowing up is the same essential thing as the squid showing up. It's the same like even the fucking things rattling and the dudes holding each other and the fucking explosion, all of that shit still happens. It's fucking so good. I'm going to fucking rewatch it tomorrow. Now that we're just talking about it.
Yeah.
Fucking love that movie. Anyway.
Also would like to see one of the Watchmen in like Injustice or something.
That'd be interesting. Jinx, you owe me a Coke. After this podcast.
I want Coke downstairs your fridge.
That's my Coke.
You didn't say I had to buy it.
Those are my vanilla Cokes. You owe me one. Those are mine already. You don't owe me mine.
You gave me one. Can I give it back?
No! You drank it! That's not how this works. All right, everybody. So clearly on that note, I think we're going to wrap it up for tonight.
Yes.
Yes.
We had a very long, good discussion. Things were brought up.
Stuff happened.
Yeah.
I think it was good.
We laughed a little bit.
Yes.
We fixed the mic.
Yes.
No more issues.
Yes.
Hopefully.
Yeah, really.
There wasn't any during sound check, so there shouldn't be during the podcast.
We would only pray. Please, comment. Please, by the way, too, guys. I mean, we've been seeing it a little bit, but we'd love to see a lot more comments, suggestions, If you think we're going in the right direction, like, I know it sounds funny because, like, no news is good news, but please, like, let us know if this is the stuff you want. If you want us to change direction, cut it down to shorter segments, talk longer about certain things, please let us know. Yet again, like I said, like, small super plug one more time, did do the Dark Souls live stream today. It's up today. By the time we post this, you will absolutely already see it. We're going to be posting on the Facebook page. If you haven't liked the Facebook page, please do. That is the number one source for all of our updated info on Twitch live streams, YouTube updates. Even if we're doing something new on Facebook, like changing our profile picture or some shit, it will be on Facebook first. So please check on there.
So Players of the Round Table, you can find that on Facebook. The All Around Podcast does not have a separate page. It's all under the same thing.
Yep.
So just search up Players of the Round Table. Same thing on YouTube. Obviously, that's where you're watching this from.
Yep.
So hit subscribe, hit like, leave a comment. Twitch is twitch.tv/Players of the Round Table. And just a quick plug-in for our very good friends from Two Guys One Live Stream, Zach and Q.
Yes.
We're actually partnering up with them on Thursday night.
Yep.
To play a little bit of Marvel vs. Capcom.
Which will be the 30th.
The 30th, yes. So Thursday night, it could be the very next day, depending on when you're listening.
Yeah, and we had a pretty big blowout even when Zach hopped on for that. So we're going to return the favor, hop on for them. We might even have a dual live stream going on.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
So
that'll be
awesome.
Seeing each other, we'll figure something out.
Yes, yeah, exactly.
And maybe if we get bored of Marvel vs. Capcom, we hit up some Rocket League.
Or Overwatch or something.
Overwatch,
yeah.
something like
we got multiple options. But it'd be really great to have both the fan bases come together on that. And also too, I mean, like, obviously if you've been listening to stuff like ours, they exclusively do live streams.
Yes.
Their shit is absolutely hilarious.
Yeah,
please,
they are bonkers.
Please check their shit out. It is so fucking funny. Me and Jeremy have tuned into every single one. I have not been disappointed by a single goddamn one. Yeah. I mean, also, I mean, let's be real. They are very close friends of ours as well, but they put out good content. We would not recommend it if it wasn't funny content.
I mean, Nick and I work really well together. They're the same way.
Absolutely.
They work really well together. They complement each other.
They're a very good team.
So it works out. They're a lot funnier than we are.
Hey, hey, whoa. Pump the brakes on that shit. They're solid, all right? They're solid. They're solid on the humor. We have a good back and forth. Yeah. There's a difference.
Yeah, right. But they're just random humor.
Well, like, stop. We're on a good train. More of the story. Check them out. Check them out. Tell us who's funnier.
Yes. Yeah, the great debate.
Yes.
Who is funnier?
Yes.
Q telling zombies he's grown up in the streets, or me breaking pens on a podcast.
Hey. He's R now.
He is.
He's the man formerly known as Q.
Yep. Hashtag forward, not backwards. Hashtag not pee. Hashtag silence of my epiphany. Good night, everybody.